It's the Fingerbang Radio Show coming at you from Ottawa, Ontario with your hosts Mitch and Brandon rejoining me in the studio after his 2-week hiatus.
Greetings, programs.
Nice. Were you planning that for 2 weeks?
No, I thought of it on the road to your house. I was like, man, I fucking love Tron.
I'm going to yell greetings, programs, and everyone will laugh.
Well, no, I was like, I'm going to yell it, and they're all going to look at me, and I'm probably going to have to explain it.
All right. Well, welcome back, Brandon. And sitting in the studio with us today is Mr. Ian Mitchell, back after, when was the last time? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks, probably, yeah.
So go, Brandon, we get with you, see what you've been up to, because you've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yes,
and,
I have. I've been on a reading week. I've done a lot of things, discovered some things about myself.
Oh, yeah, really.
I joined a turtle supremacist group.
I've heard those are really nice.
Yeah, mine. You might have heard of mine.
turtles.
We're pretty big. We're called Slow and Steady Wins the Race War. You can check us out. We operate out of C, Baltimore. It's underwater, a little difficult, but yeah, it's great. I love it.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All I heard was Slow and Steady Wins the Race War, and I was like, brilliant bit.
My turtle supremacist group.
Genius.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, you remember, this is a callback.
Are you just running bits on me now for the next, like, half an hour? I don't mind. I just want to know if this is all just bits you wrote.
Little bit.
Okay.
So, you remember back in one of the first shows, you asked me where Russia was, and I said Europe, and you said no.
It's part of Asia.
Well, I looked it up.
It's both.
And it depends who you ask. So thanks for making me feel like an idiot for like 3 months for no reason.
You felt like an idiot for 3 months? 'Cause you didn't know
I
where
was
Russia
like,
was?
man, I didn't know where Russia was.
Well, the best part is I asked him where Germany was. No, I asked you where Russia was, and you were like, the same one as Germany. Like what continent it was part of? I was like, the one with Germany. Is that what you said to me?
The one that had all those wars
Well,
all that time.
Think of it this way. All those places are cold, they're dark, the sun doesn't shine, and nobody's fucking happy.
And they're all white.
Yeah, so it makes sense. Also, when I was in Trenton, during one of my brief moments of sobriety, my mom asked me to dig through my old stuff.
Brandon showed up. He's still wearing a goddamn coat, and he's been in the house for like
90
35
degrees.
minutes.
But I found something, and I had to get it.
I don't know if I want it. Like, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
so Brandon got me. All
service.
right, Brandon got me a gift. Okay, and he's gonna reveal it to me. He didn't get me a gift. He found something in
I
his
found
room.
it in
He
my
was gonna
box
throw
of
out.
old
Yeah.
stuff.
Something he was going to
I'm
throw
gonna warn
away.
you now. It's chipped, but it's still something I want you to have.
Goddamn recorder,
Yes.
Brandon.
It's a Yamaha.
Oh, Yamaha makes great recordings.
You know what? I have this exact same one already.
Mine's chipped. It has personality.
So Brandon got me an elementary school recorder.
there's a reason.
Yeah.
Fingerbang Radio Show, fucking grade A programming
Yeah,
right here.
this is gonna hang on the Fingerbang wall for days to come. Well, thanks, Brandon, for getting me a recorder.
No problem.
That'll be sure to satisfy my love of music. Yeah,
it's
so
a Yamaha, so you know
it's
it's
a
good
Yamaha.
quality.
That comes from, we had a joke where I don't even know how that started, but like the whole joke was like I would say it's a Yamaha, or he'd go it's a Yamaha, and I would go ooh, like it was quality or something, because Yamaha makes everything.
Yamaha makes everything.
They do.
And also, that was a high quality recorder.
Yeah,
back
that's
in the
true.
day.
You had to go down to the actual music store, not just the dollar store. Although I'm sure it sounds the exact same.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, I already have this exact same one.
I have no doubt. That
in
is-
the case, like
That
this.
is the ones they gave out when you first got your recorder.
Well, I appreciate it. I like the thought. There's no thought involved. His mother told him to clean his room, and he didn't want to throw it away.
It wasn't even clean my room. It was go through these boxes of stuff that you already told me to throw
And that's
away.
the best you could get was a recorder.
Well, I had a bunch of other stuff. I had like figurines, like little tiny like tech deck dudes and shit, and I was like, I'm gonna give those to Mitchell, and then my mom did like the arm sweep into the garbage can.
Yeah. Like, did you have to play, Ian? Did you have to play recorder in elementary school or
grade 3? I think.
Yeah.
Everyone had to. And it was the whole class playing the same crappy song, and your ears wanted to bleed.
It sounds like shit. Like, I don't think I've ever heard the recorder played well.
I don't think that's such a
That's
thing.
possible.
Like,
I don't think that's a thing.
well, no,
what if I learned?
there's probably an Asian guy on YouTube who's like
That's true, like a
master.
beatbox.
We'll look it
Boxing
up
recorder
after.
guy.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Why do they call it a recorder? That's the question of the
know.
the
I
century.
have no idea. I don't think.
Email us.
Yeah, if you want, like, again, yeah, you want to let us know, send me an email, fingerbangradio@gmail.com. Tell me why the fuck they call it a recorder, because I have
I
no
don't
idea.
expect anybody to know. Like,
Or anyone to email me.
yeah, we haven't
It's a
gotten an
sa-
email yet.
I'm
Have we?
gonna-
We're gonna get. This is the first email you're gonna get. Well, actually, the recorder
Yeah.
originally was called.
I would read it in that voice, too.
Yeah, I'd hear it in like
So,
that really weird guy.
what else have you been up to while you were in Trenton? You got drunk a lot, I'm assuming?
No, actually, I don't think I was drunk once.
Oh, really?
That was a
disappointing.
joke. I saw the movie Sucker Punch.
Okay.
That was atrocious.
I hate that.
It was
movie.
like I rented it with a friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, this movie's going to be bad. I'll be upset if it isn't bad. But then it was bad in all the wrong ways.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It was awful in every way that wasn't funny.
Wasn't it Zack Snyder made that movie?
Yeah,
Who
and
made,
his
like,
wife.
excellent movies.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like he was trying. When people asked him about the movie, he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to point out the inherent sexism in nerd culture and how girls are just objectified as blah 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 blah." It's like, no, you made an orgy of CGI
Yeah.
girls in skirts.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was
shitty,
it's like
now
we
you're trying to
understand
backpedal.
that's a problem, but you just made it worse.
Like
Yeah,
making a movie
like,
specifically about that.
You
Yeah.
watch the movie and it's like, okay, the girls are all dressed. They're in an insane asylum,
Mhm.
but one girl imagines it as like a burlesque dancing studio inexplicably. Like, there's no reason. It just that's the way it is.
I'm not even gonna call spoilers because I hope it'll ruin this movie for everyone.
Yeah, no, I
I'll
wanna
tell you
ruin
the
this
end.
movie
I'll
so
tell-
people
I'll-
don't go see it.
I'll tell people the ending, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I wanted to see that," and I'll be like, "I saved you like $6, man. You owe me $6 now." But it's like it's like a burlesque dancing studio, but every time the main character dances, she goes into like this weird fantasy world where she fights things, but she's wearing like a sailor uniform
Yeah,
with
it's
like her
mixed
stomach's
between
shown.
sailor uniform and Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah. And then she's like in high heels, like sword fighting and shooting things. It's really bad. Also, all the characters have names where it's like the main character's Baby Doll, the other main character's Sweet Pea, her
Yeah, they really
sister's
didn't do much for this
name is
sexism.
Rocket.
Yeah.
And then there's Blondie and Amber, and like it's
Really helping the movement.
yeah,
No.
yeah, and it's like you could tell watching it. He's like, this is gonna make feminists proud because it's like a woman kicking all these men's asses, but it's like. You know, she's every time she does a flip where you can see up her skirt, you play it in slow motion.
Yeah.
That's not you're not helping the cause.
That was like the commercial for that game Heavenly Blade.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
played so much, and it always played during the Daily Show and the Colbert Report, which are the two shows I watch with my father.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 5 seconds are her doing a backflip, and then it slowing down right as you see down her skirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I get to watch this every commercial break over the next hour with my father. That's not going to be
But
awkward.
Zack Snyder was behind that one too.
Probably.
Although he
Well,
made
that was-
Watchmen, so I'll forgive him for
Yeah,
anything
and he
does.
made 300, which like
I want to get off Zack Snyder because I don't want to think about Sucker Punch and how terrible it probably
you didn't even
is.
see it.
Nope.
I saw it
I
with a
trust
friend
you
of
enough
mine.
that I'm just as upset.
The person I saw it with, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it's like well-known fact. I'm very straight.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Air quotes were definitely implied.
But I'm this person's like gay friend.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that was in air quotes because I'm straight. So it's like really weird because she takes me shopping and then's like, oh, let's rent a really bad movie and eat ice cream and just laugh at fat girls. And I'm like, oh, I would have done that by myself anyway. So
Yeah,
like,
that sounds like a fun
Yeah.
night to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just an evening.
yeah. So then I was like, all right. Yeah, she was the one I rented Sucker Punch with. When it ended, she's like, can we just rent a romantic comedy next time?
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, can we please? And it was like, if it were anybody but me, I have a feeling that her boyfriend would be like, oh, that guy, he's trying to get my girl. But because it's me, he's
Yeah.
like, I
Oh, they're
kind of
just-
think
yeah.
he's gay too.
They just want to watch a romantic comedy together. I watch a lot of romantic comedies.
Oh, man.
I definitely do. it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I'm not proud of the amount of romantic comedies that I've seen.
If it's well done,
But
I don't
like
mind
them.
it.
Like, some of them are good. Crazy Stupid Love.
That's the thing. I've only seen the bad ones.
Oh, okay.
I've never
You need to
actually-
see, like, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay, Forgetting Sarah Marshall's incredible.
Yeah.
Jason's.
We're not gonna do this.
We're not. We have already done this.
We've
Have
done
we?
this
Okay.
before, and like,
It's- we
really,
just talk about
if
it.
we really, if I was like, I don't care about the content of the show, and we just started talking about Forgetting Sarah Marshall, it'd just be the
4
Forgetting Sarah
hours.
Marshall podcast.
Yeah. Although I hate to bring this back to me, but
No, he doesn't.
no. When I was in Trenton, my mom left for Mexico, and my sister left to London for a bit. So
Continue.
I was home alone for a few days, and I realized over these few days, I made a list of 5 things that I learned about why I shouldn't be left home alone.
Okay.
The first thing I learned was that ice cream all the time is a good idea, only on paper.
Okay. Like communism.
Yes.
Okay.
The second thing I learned is no matter how certain you are that there's nobody in your house, going to the bathroom with the door open always makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, I guess so.
Always. Like, it was just weird. 3, the standards for my meals dropped significantly.
Yeah.
It went from, again, like, oh,
Craft
well,
dinner to uncooked craft
well,
dinner.
it was like craft dinner to ice cream.
Yeah.
So, like,
Which is only a good idea on,
On
paper,
paper, yeah,
supposedly.
that's-
Yeah.
Going back to rule 1 there.
Yeah.
Call back.
the fourth thing I learned was eventually I have to talk to myself because I don't go outside and I don't hear other people.
You don't want to be lonely.
Yeah, so it's like all quiet, and I'm like, "So, Brandon, what do you do? What have you done today?" I'm like, "I've only eaten ice cream."
But Brandon, don't you know that's a bad idea? It's only good on paper, like communism.
Yeah,
And then you took a
Mitchell's
nap.
Really, when I talk to myself, it's like I'm talking to Mitchell. And the fifth thing, and like the most, in my opinion, the most disturbing thing I learned about myself is that as the days went by of me living alone, I realized which articles of clothing I was only wearing because people were around. It was all of them. It was all of them.
I finally got my sweater back. Well, thank you for that. You
Yeah.
stole my favorite sweater, so I've had to dress nicer than usual because I can't just dress like a piece of shit with my sweater. So I appreciate you bringing that back. Thanks again for the recorder. I really appreciate it. That's very nice of you.
I thought you'd like that it
I'll
was
be
the
sure to
Yamaha.
play it. It's gonna hang on this wall for like the next 3 years.
I feel like recorder music is the only thing kids can do that is more grating, like audioly. I don't know what the
Audible.
Audible.
There we go. The only audible thing that's more grating that kids can do than singing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
I get that.
It's like I hear kids playing recorders. It's like I wish they were singing.
Yeah.
And then when I hear kids singing, I'm like, man, I wish they were dead.
Yeah, exactly. I can't stand them.
I hate kids.
I had
Kids.
you hear people yelling?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, this ain't happening.
1 second, we're experiencing
We'll be
technical
back
difficulties.
in just a second. And we're back. Sorry. Yeah, we're talking about kids.
I can't believe that guy broke into your house.
I know.
That was
had,
crazy.
Good thing I had the recorder. I
Yeah.
just
Oh man,
I
you.
squealed at him a bunch.
I didn't know you were that proficient in recorder.
Yeah,
It
I
was
managed to
weird.
say with the recorder like, "Get out of here, you animals!"
I'm really glad I got it for you.
I was talking about kids because at school they have those tours where they'll take like high school kids through
Yeah.
the school, like a ton of them at a time.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sitting there, and they're coming through, and like I'm sitting in the station just like doing whatever, and I'm like reading a paper, and then I look up, and there's like a million kids at the window just like staring in at me, and I'm like, I just lift the paper, I'm like, uh-oh.
The eye hole.
Yeah,
cut in it.
yeah. I did like the early James Bond movie where I just like cut a hole in the paper and was like, what's going on out there?
I'm
See,
being
when I said
subtle
that,
right now.
I thought of Tintin, because in the movie, I'm pretty sure the 2 cops. Are
Yeah, they do
holding
that.
the
Yeah.
newspaper.
No, there was an early James Bond movie where he did that, and I was like, really? Like the newest ones have like an invisible car. Meanwhile, like
You've got a pen that can kill people. You can't
Yeah.
do better than a
Old
newspaper.
James Bond, he's like, I'll just cut some eye holes.
Well, it's Sean Connery, so he could get away with it.
yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
cut some eye holes in this newspaper.
That's a very good Sean
Pretty good
Connery.
John Connery.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll never know.
I've got a couple letters to the editor style things I wanna bring up. First.
I don't understand. Letters to the editor. What do you explain?
It's
this
a
to
fancy way of saying he's complaining.
Yeah.
I think.
Up to me?
Yeah.
About the show.
About last show.
What show? My show? Like the show you weren't here for?
Yeah, the last one I wasn't here for. With,
With Matt and Kelsey.
Yeah.
Last week
So-
we had Matt Francis and Kelsey Rice on the show, and Matt played a bunch of his music. Why? Did
You
you listen to the whole
opened it.
thing?
Yeah. You opened the podcast though, talking about the text messages I sent you. How I said I wanted to lie down beside you and hold you,
yeah.
but you left out my dick pics.
Yeah,
I
that's
tried
true.
hard for those.
Yeah.
I pampered.
pampered.
You blush.
I'm sorry. I didn't know
trimmed.
how private you wanted to be. Brand sent me a bunch of dick pics.
They're
which-
really a yes
yeah,
or no question.
Dick pics are a yes or no question. Yeah. Yes or I'm good.
And the
I
other
could do without.
The other thing is just a correction. In our 3 weeks ago, last time I was on the show,
Okay. 3 weeks ago, yeah.
we did a scene from our GromCom,
Okay.
and I said my character was a real estate agent. I meant to say artist,
Okay.
so he's an artist.
Well, it's easy to confuse those two, right?
Yeah, I mean they're a lot alike.
They're like the artists of the housing world.
Exactly, he gets it.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
with you, man.
That's why I brought him on, man. He gets it.
He gets things.
We're gonna probably do another scene. The GromCom that we did basically is just me and Brandon. I'm like a, I'm like up class.
He's like a.
You're the 1%.
I'm definitely
99.
yeah, and he's like an artist and like
The
he's
happy-go-lucky.
He's interested in a relationship, but I'm like not really sure, and I'm always worried about my mother yelling at me about how I gotta find a man and settle down. So that's the
it's
scene.
like an urban Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, except less cowboy.
Oh my God, Urban Brokeback Mountain.
Maybe one
Love
scene
it.
will reference that. My guy will be wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I just can't
And
quit
you can say
Why
that.
can't I quit you? That's what I was thinking.
You can be like the mutual friend who introduced us. And you
Yeah.
can say that at one point.
Ooh, can I have like the bitch friend?
Yes.
Who's like just an asshole?
Yes.
That'll be you.
Can I? Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
you
I
can
do
be
that?
the
I was
asshole.
gonna say I'm
That's
really
how
good at
you'll,
being
like,
mean.
Like at one point we'll do it at a bar. That's where the scene will take place, and you'll be like, "Do you guys want something to drink?" And you'll be like, "Martini, please." And I'll be like, yeah, I'll just have a beer." And then you'll leave, and then he'll be like, "Oh my God, he's kind of like he's
urban Brokeback
like,
Mountain.
Is he poor? He looks poor. He looks like Castro.
We'll have to do a lot of
He
research.
He does
like
look like
Castro.
Castro. He does
That's
have a
on
Castro.
Valentine's Day, which I was alone for.
Yeah, we
Ladies,
know.
you're letting me down.
Come on, look at this guy. Well,
Look
don't
at
look at him.
Well, like,
Don't
go
look
on.
at him.
Don't look at me. Just imagine me as the greatest man you ever missed out on.
Yeah.
And then multiply that by 10.
Bam. On Valentine's Day, I posted to Facebook. It was like a Valentine's, and it was a picture of like Castro, and it said, "Please don't embargo my love."
Yeah.
And I was like, "It's pretty
Yeah.
goddamn fitting."
My favorite I posted to Kara's wall was Darwin. It says, "I select you naturally." I thought that was romantic.
I sent you one, but it was late, and it was Nicolas Cage, and it said, "You're my national treasure."
Oh my! I show
so good.
people that in class. I'm like,
so
"Look what
good.
Brandon showed me." They're like, "What the hell's the matter with
Is
you?"
he gay?
What's up with those guys?
Hang on. Let me check my show notes.
Brandon's taking a bunch of shots. I thought you had like a piece of paper. The way I saw it,
Yeah.
I really did. I saw it like if you've ever seen the movie 8 Mile, Eminem sitting on a bus at the starting of the movie, and he's just listening to like a Discman. Which first of all, I'm like, come on, Eminem, get your shit together. And he's just listening to like a boom, 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 boom,
Just a basic
Generic
just the
beat.
generic bass beat from like Lose Yourself, and he just has like a shitty piece of paper with like little like
Look
margin.
at how everyday man I am.
Yeah, and he's just in all the margins are just random little
I
rhymes and
can't
stuff.
afford more paper.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched that, and I was like, "That's not modern, man. That's Eminem."
Like
I'm
I've even got a
I'm
notebook.
like,
Come
if
on.
you had an iPhone, you could listen to your beat and just there's a notes feature. You'd be fine. So that's what I was hoping you had, like a shitty piece of paper that we could frame. I'm keeping all the show notes, so print them off for me.
Oh,
or
I'll
something.
write it on a
Yeah,
piece of paper,
because
and I'll make it seem really crazy.
I'm keeping all the show notes and all the lyrics to all the songs that people play on the show and everything, and we're just gonna like compile a binder and then.
So I'm really glad we have a guest here for this question
Why?
that I have for you guys. I came up with it when I was in Trenton.
Oh, God.
Hanging out with my friend. And we were talking. And I was like, hey, man. All right. And this is a question for both of you, too. What would you do? Like, you're a parent, right? And you have a teenage son.
Apparently, what?
Oh,
Oh, it's
my
time for
God.
some recorder cut. All right,
Oh,
continue.
you're good.
Oh, that's loud.
Yeah.
I'll fix it. Okay.
So, right, you're a parent, you have a teenage son, you can hear him playing video games. You open his room, ask, like, what he wants for lunch or something. And you open the door, and he sits up really quickly, and he covers his mouth, and he's like, what the hell, Dad? I was breathing. Knock next time. Oh, my God. Oh. And you, like, what would you do? Like, he's acting like you caught him masturbating, but he was breathing. Like, what would you do?
I would slowly close the door, pull out the bong I've been hiding for 20 years, and just smoke it until I forget.
What has it come to?
See, I said I'd close the door and then like stand there with my back to it and be like, all right, what you're doing is completely natural.
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's perfectly normal to discover at this age.
Yeah, like I'd treat it.
I mean, I still do it. And he's like, oh, Dad, quit it. So what, like, you just caught him breathing? Like,
yeah, that's it. But he's making it like this huge deal. Like,
I don't know. It's a weird question, dude.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but like, I have a feeling I'll have a kid like that. And that's really what it comes. I'm worried about that.
I have a feeling if I ever have a kid, he's just going to be really, really
like,
messed up.
He's going to swallow in his sentences.
Oh, Dad, would you stop doing your radio show? No one's listening to your stupid show. Leave me alone, son.
Shut up, Mitchell.
I'll put you back in my balls.
That'll be my threat.
That's the way. That's what would blow my mind the most about having a kid. It wouldn't be like, look, he's done it. It'd just be like, holy shit, like this child lived inside of me.
Used to be
When my kid's getting
there.
married, and if he's like, will you do a speech? That would probably, I'd be like, can you believe he came out of my balls?
33 years ago, he was in my balls.
And now he's marrying a dude.
Who was in someone else's balls.
The world we live in. Yeah.
Modern technology.
He went
Modern
from my
technology.
balls into my wife's uterus. What's up with that?
Science. Jesus. Ugh.
Jesus. Science. Jesus. Let's just contemplate.
Cheers. Sit
Cheers.
down.
Sit down. Yeah. So I heard this guy talking. He was talking about like the sound. You know when like you hear a microphone do like the feedback squeal?
Yeah.
That to me is associated with awkwardness.
Yeah.
Because it's always like the best man about to do a speech, and it's like, you know,
He's
and
like,
it's like,
hello?
I'm so, is this thing on?
What Webster's defines marriage as.
Oh yeah, and he does that stupid line, or he goes, "There's 3 rings. There's the, something, and the suffering." Like that's like the joke they all do, you know.
Ring.
And it's like, yeah, and it's like, oh my god, buddy, get a better joke.
Yeah.
You suck.
See, like,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, you can go.
If I'm ever going to be best man, I'm just going to completely fuck it up. Be like, Webster's dictionary defines wedding as the fusing of 2 metals through a hot torch.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Marriage.
Always goes back to The Princess Bride.
Always.
Love that movie, by the way. And I
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I was the best man at my dad's wedding, and I didn't get a speech, but I did get to yell during the middle of the ceremony, propose to her.
Just kiss her already.
Well, like, they were talking about it, and they're like, did you ever actually, like, get down on one knee and propose? My dad's like, no. And then, like, I turned around, and I was like, propose already! And then they're just like... And I also had, like, a pillow that had the ring on it to give to my dad, and then I just, like, threw the pillow into the audience.
You didn't lose the ring at some bachelor party and have to track it down in some kind of stoner
some
comedy
zany
movie.
adventure.
I should have pretended. I should have been like, I left it in my dressing room, and then like leave, come back like 3 hours later, like,
Or just
Come
like,
back 3 hours later,
or just
missing
like
your tie and a
reach
shoe.
deep.
Oh my god!
Reach deep into your pants and be like, got it. Here you go. Blow on it. Pass it off.
That should be fine.
Yeah.
It turns out I got it as a piercing.
Yeah.
Not gonna tell you where.
Last night was crazy. I don't really care for having a bachelor party. My bachelor
Strip clubs don't appeal.
Yeah,
to me.
not at
neither.
all.
You remember we went to a show downtown once, and afterwards they're like, let's all go to the strip club. And I was like, can we just go home?
Dude, we can go home and watch Community and
Yeah,
eat
it was like-
pogos.
I was like, guys, I was really excited for tea tonight.
Yeah, like
You can say I went.
At my 19th birthday, my friend's like, "Oh, I'm bringing you to a strip club, man. I'm bringing you to a strip club." And it's like, I feel like looking at naked women is not a group activity.
Yeah.
It's like, I kind of want to do that alone.
Yeah.
With maybe one other person max.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know. I don't
I
think
just
I
don't
could-
want, like, I went once up Rivière du Loup in Quebec. I went to New Brunswick right after high school on a trip, like, back where we used to live. So I just, like, I flew down there to hang out with people for a week. And while we're there, because we were only 18 at the time, and the drinking age is 19. We're like, well, why don't we grab a Greyhound bus? We'll head to Rivière-du-Loup in Quebec so that we can drink. So what we did is we left at 12 in the afternoon, got there, went to like 7 bars and a strip club, and then left at like 2 in the morning and got home the next day. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But with the strip club we went to, it was like must have been like a Wednesday, and like they don't bring their A game on a Wednesday, you know?
B game.
Anyone who's there is at the bar talking to people, so it's just me and 3 friends sitting at the stage, just like drinking beers. It was so sad. It's an embarrassing place. I hate it.
Mine,
the
19th.
ones. Sorry.
Oh, no, you continue if it's still stripper related, because mine isn't.
The one strip club I went to was when I went to one in Winnipeg, and like no one else had been to a strip club before either. So we're like, oh, this is gonna be cool, you know? We're on the town in Winnipeg.
We're adults.
We're adults, yeah. So we get there. It's like a $7 cover, which pisses me off.
Yeah,
Go
I stuck in for free.
I go to the bar and I'm just like, hey, give me a shot of tequila. How much is that? They're like $10. Never mind.
I'll just drink gasoline.
I'm gonna go look at that vagina.
I'm just gonna go sit in front of the naked ladies, and all of the strippers just seemed really unimpressed with the audience.
I
no,
think
just
if
with
I
the
were,
people.
If I were a stripper, that would be my default look. Is just generally displeased.
I think
with
the
my
only
audience.
place where strippers are good is probably in Vegas, where it's like they're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like people go there for that.
For
you
that.
know, and it's like a big city with a lot of money involved.
Like
and,
I want to go to Vegas when I'm 21.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to go just so that I can like gamble. I'll gamble once.
Yeah.
And I'll just like roll the die and like yell something weird like Excelsior, and they'll be like,
And I'll turn and be like, Brandon, come on, man, let's go see Celine. She's playing tonight.
Celine
Dion has a show there now.
Celine Dion.
Oh my God, do you know how many costume changes Cher has? Let's go. It's going to be incredible. Barry Manilow's on tonight. Let's go. Yeah, that's it. We're
I'd be
going
like,
to
it's
Vegas.
like, I wonder if we'll see Chris Angel.
Oh, I have a Chris Angel story.
Chris Angel.
Do it.
All right, this I was talking about. You have to do a test before you get into the program.
Yeah, you have to, when you apply to college, you have to take a quick, especially if you're applying for the media and design
yeah.
program. Stop it over there. So you have to take a test where you just fill out about 80 questions based on like global knowledge.
so stupid.
Okay.
Then short essay. Stop it over there. You're annoying. I'll play my fucking fiddle at you.
The recorder, you
Recorder.
dumbass.
Anyway, so yeah, continue.
Fiddle's like a string instrument thing.
So
What's a woodwind?
It's a wood instrument that you blow into,
You sure?
like my penis.
are there wood instruments? I don't feel like they're made out of wood
Like, isn't it
anymore.
like-
Stop it. Stop blowing into it.
Isn't like isn't a bassoon like a woodwind instrument?
Bassoon's not made.
Bassoon?
What the hell's a bassoon?
Are
It's
those
an
big
instrument.
stand-up ones?
No,
What's
it's like
what's a tuba?
A tuba
Tuba's
is the
the big
big
one.
like metal
Tuba's
one.
like boom.
Yeah, that's
Gets
a
it? Okay,
brass.
before we'll
Boom,
get into your
boom.
thing, but I want to. If you're like a professional tuba player,
What do you do?
You play an orchestra.
no, but how did you get
orchestra?
involved with the tuba?
Yeah, that's
Your
true.
parents hated you as a kid and wanted you to get made fun of everywhere.
But like of
Well-
all the instruments to buy your kid, you were like, we're gonna dish out like $2,000 for a goddamn big,
tuba.
giant
It's
brass
$2,000
tuba.
for a bassoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bassoon. I found that out because I was making fun of the bassoon, and the music teacher at my old school like slid out of nowhere. He's like, "Bassoons are expensive, you fool!" and then just left. And I'm like,
The more you know appeared behind you
it
as
was
he
the
walked
weirdest
away.
thing.
Continue your story.
Yeah, and everyone's sitting out there all nervous, like, oh my god, I've been reading CBC for like a month, and it's just like, I read CBC this morning on a flavor piece about a dog.
Yeah.
That's about how steeped I am in the media.
It
And
is
everyone's all nervous, and I sit down, there's this really chatty girl next to me. She just starts
Was
telling
she
me her
like
life
nervous,
story.
chatty?
No, like, just doesn't know how to shut up chatty.
Okay, because nervous, chatty people are funny.
Oh, she was still pretty funny. She's like, yeah, I came from Vegas. I used to live in Las Vegas, and I did PR for Chris Angel and Carrot Top. And it's like, hey, bullshit.
You know, public relation for like
Like,
Carrot
those
Top.
are like the two ends of the spectrum too. It's
No,
like-
they're pretty both on one side. Of the
well, no, I
spectrum.
mean like looking at them, it's like Chris Angel's like, I'm dark and like depressing and mysterious, and Carrot Top's like, I inject silicone in my shoulders. and
Steroids.
I am
you're
the ugliest man who has ever existed.
Ever.
I'm a prop comedian. You're like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
And like, B, if you actually did PR and for PR for Chris Angel and Carrot Top, that's not something I'd brag about professionally.
Yeah.
Chris
Those are-
Angel for
Chris
a while
Angel
was
had
pretty
for
big.
For a
Big
while,
deal.
but I saw one of his specials it's all like it was an hour, and 50 minutes of it was him building up to him driving off this ramp in a car as it explodes, and then he's gonna appear in this cage being dangled by a helicopter over the Grand Canyon or something. I don't know.
I feel like
something
it
like
should be
that.
over
Magic
eels.
trick better.
And it was like, oh, this is incredible. It's like, I wonder how he's gonna do this. All CGI, all really bad CGI.
What is the style he's going for? It looks like Goth Guido mix.
I think that he was going for like the because when he first came out, it was like at least where in like Trenton area, it was like the kind of like the emo, kind of like going into weird like subcultures of emo. He was like trying to be a subculture of emo.
Then you realized how much money he had and was like, I want to wear some chains and some Ed
I
Hardy.
want to look like I make no money.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
One
He's
of
like
my
a douchebag.
I think he's an idiot.
a lady in my family, my aunt, always calls me Chris Angel.
Why?
I don't know. Like she'll look at pictures of me now and be like, "Oh my god, you look like Chris Angel," and I'm like, "Not at all.
No,
Ladies,
no,
he does not look like Chris Angel.
I look
Just
more like
for-
a younger Castro."
Yeah, a younger Castro with better bone structure and less cigars.
and less fascism.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
probably more if you.
Yeah,
get to
you
know
haven't
the
been to
guy.
my house.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've taken over my house. My roommates work for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. If we can't all have craft dinner, no one have craft dinner.
Great
Except for me.
healthcare though.
Oh,
Great
yeah, no,
healthcare.
it's
It's
amazing.
excellent.
Like-
Yeah, $10 inhalers, pretty goddamn
Oh
good.
yeah, no. And like I've legalized pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Heroin is heroin legal in your house?
Yeah, I'm just-
finally
okay.
I'm
somewhere to do my heroin.
It's not like it's not because I'm like I love heroin. It's just like I'm too lazy to enforce it.
Okay, I had this debate at school about do you think there are any and let me finish before you get into the debate. Say you're a billionaire, you have a great family, but like you're not depressed or anything, but you're like, I think I want to try crack. Do you think you could have like a normal life, but you do crack on a regular?
Yeah, I think you could pull it off if you were.
How regular are we talking?
I'm talking like every
daily?
yeah, like a daily.
I don't think you can have a normal
Well, I
life
think
on
you'd
crack.
start to look fucked
Yeah,
up. But
yeah,
I think if
but,
you had
like-
enough self control,
Yeah.
you'd be able. It'd be like smoking, like because you get addicted to
I
smoking.
guess so, but if you're smoking, your face doesn't cave in on
Yeah,
itself.
well, you would look bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you'd like
But
still
I'm saying
look
if you're a
good.
billionaire and you can like you're not like carpet picking,
Yeah,
like you can just
I
like
guess
buy
so.
as much as you want.
It'd be like, well, I also feel like if you're a billionaire, you're probably not going to do crack. You're going to do
It sounds
cocaine.
Speak for
It's-
yourself.
It's obviously a hypothetical. I'm
I'm
just
just
saying,
gonna
like, do you
shove
think
giant like fist. I'm gonna eat fist-sized
Yeah.
crack rocks like an
Yeah.
apple. if
Like
I
a
ever become
hand
bi-
fruit.
Yes,
I think that's what Carson did back in the day.
Yeah?
Just right before he'd go on the air, he'd just have an apple of crack that
Yeah.
his
I imagine
assistant
it
left
would
on his
crunch.
desk.
Like I'd be like,
It would be a satisfying crunch.
Yeah, exact crystals
Crack.
of crack flying. How do you make crack? Isn't it like cocaine and baking soda?
It's like you like fry cocaine up with some stuff.
Yeah,
I
okay,
saw them
then,
do it
yeah,
on
I
the
guess you would-
Boondocks. I don't know.
yeah.
you would probably just go for cocaine
You
because
probably
like
just
why would
Googled
you?
how do you make crack.
I'd go for crystal meth.
That's why gangsters have touch time. They don't have Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, us man, we could make crack.
I
no problem.
got a crystal meth lab in my basement. I just Googled it.
Yeah, good.
I have,
Good on
You
you.
guys want some crystal meth, by the way?
Do
it's
I
pretty good.
ever?
Oh, man.
I'll give you a free sample.
I don't want to
first off.
sleep.
Well, see the thing
First
is,
taste is always free. That's the
true.
first rule of drug dealing.
But see, then I'd have to also give it to my roommates. You know,
Oh.
that's how. Well, no, because what am I talking about? I'm the dictator.
You're Fidel.
Yeah.
You don't have
yeah,
to do
dude, I
anything.
do what I want.
You're like the bourgeoisie. You're the rich one.
Yeah, going back to you saying how you were like just barely into media, it reminded me the other day I was on my phone, like on the internet, and whenever I go to check Facebook, it always opens like the Bell News site.
Yeah.
And there was an article called "A Stabbing Gets Fatal." And I knew what they were trying to say, right? Like the guy died from the stabbing, but to me it sounded like when I read it, I imagined like they were having like a playful, like they were just stabbing each other, and then one guy's like, "Fuck you, die!"
Yeah.
And like then
Yeah.
started getting like he was
Yeah.
trying to kill them,
Yeah.
and that's how I saw it. And I was
Yeah, because when you say it gets fatal, that implies
yeah.
it had no chance of being
like
fatal.
at first it was just for fun. They're just like, "Yeah, stab me a little
Whoa,
bit."
this gunfight just got a little dangerous.
little out of
guys.
hand.
It's
like,
out of hand.
guys.
This duel, I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I
Someone's
thought we
gonna get
agreed
hurt.
aiming below the waist, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was a really weird way to word it. Like they could have said, "Man dies from stabbing."
Yeah.
Like, they worded it I guess to save space, stabbing gets fatal. I thought it was really weird. I didn't like it.
Anyway, so
Fuck that.
I just want to throw it out there. If you do want to contact us, you can get us at gmail.com, fingerbangradio@gmail.com, and don't forget to join our Facebook group at the Fingerbang Radio Show. You know I'm saying this, but I just made commercials. Did you hear the one?
I've heard those,
From the last one?
Because we're goddamn professionals.
Goddamn professionals. So that took way too long to make. I was getting so distracted doing that at school. But yeah, we'll have to make more anyway. But other than that, I'm just keep throwing it out because I keep forgetting that I have a commercial that just gives you all this information.
And you got to remind people, don't look for those fake guys.
Yeah.
They suck, actually. I looked them up on YouTube.
Did you see? They have a video.
The Wisdom Mole or whatever.
Yeah. The one
Stupidest thing I've ever
it's
seen.
a video of a guy. It's just a picture of like a cowboy or whatever, and he's got a mole, and it just yells for like 10 seconds, and that's the whole video.
Oh.
Like,
I
I'm
actually
calling
haven't
out
watched
the
videos.
the Fingerbang Radio, the other one. Like,
Yeah.
you guys suck.
Yeah.
I'm calling
These
you
are
out.
fighting words.
These are fighting
Come
words.
find me. I got
Brandon,
roommates.
Come at me, bro.
Brandon, fisticuffs.
You're right.
I
Fisticuffs.
challenge you to fisticuffs, sir.
Yeah.
I will.
These fisticuffs got way too violent, guys. Way too violent.
Pistols at
Fisticuffs gets
dawn.
fatal.
Finger bang.
Yeah, so yeah, look out for them. I don't think they'll make more. Once they realize that we have like 20 plus hours of content, they'll be like,
Once
just,
they realize
just give
we're
it to
better.
Them. Just give it to
Yeah,
them.
like really think about it. It's not once they see like, wow, they got a lot of videos. It's like they'll listen to it and be like, this is way better than a yelling mole. How
Yeah.
did
just
they
give
think of this? Did that guy just say he was in a turtle group called Slow and Steady Wins the Race War? We can't compete.
The wit.
Oh God, the wind, it hurts. Oh, screaming mole just couldn't live up.
Have you guys ever been ID'd when buying lighters?
A
Like,
lighter?
Yeah, has that ever
No.
been?
Yeah, yeah. Back in the day,
I had a guy ask me once, but he
No,
never
I
ID'd
got
me.
ID'd buying Zippo fuel.
Okay, that I can almost.
That I can
Zippos.
understand a little.
Yeah, but like I mean like just like Bic
Just
lighters.
a big lighter? Nah.
No.
Someone on my Facebook was complaining because I got ID'd for a lighter. Like, I guess I don't look 18. I was like, I was buying fucking Bic lighters at 12.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Nobody
going in and I
cares.
was like, I need this to burn Pokemon cards. And they're like, "Pff, whatever.
Yeah.
You want another one for free? Here's a crack rock.
It's like a hand fruit crunch.
This is gigantic.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really weird because like I have never been ID'd for any
I hated
lighter.
not getting ID'd when I first came of age. I was
When
like,
I-
come on, man.
Can I just show it to
Can
you?
I just show it?
I
Look
tur-
at it. It's
when
cool.
I turned 19, we went to a bar and I'm like holding my driver's license. I'm like,
Just, like,
"Oh, I'm
holding
gonna
it
get
next to your
ID'd." And then
face.
I'm like, I'll have a Guinness. And she's like, all right. And then just left. And I was like, fuck you.
And we had to leave.
Yeah. My
Well,
19th birthday
I'm amazed
was a
they
sad
didn't
one.
think you were older when you started the question with, may I have an alcohol, please?
Yeah, I asked for one alcohol.
I want to do that. Do you guys think, I always think of vodka as alcohol, like that's just
When
alcohol.
someone says alcohol, I think,
I think
of
vodka,
Yeah.
like you can just put it in anything and now that is
That's
an
alcohol. There you go.
alcoholic thing now.
The reason I think of vodka as the alcohol is because it's the first thing I ever got really drunk on.
Yeah.
Smirnoff Raspberry Twisted.
It's disgusting.
It was. I can't drink vodka anymore. But
I can't
that's
do vodka.
I can't do Budweiser anymore.
no
No, it's the smell makes me gag.
vodka for me. Like, ugh.
I want to know what else is on your on Brandon's list of show
I don't
notes.
have much left. I have like 5.
Did
6
you?
things up.
Okay, here. Did you guys watch the Oscars?
No, but I did see. One thing.
Bits and pieces.
I
I don't enjoy awards shows because it's just famous people being like, "Look at how rich and famous we are," and it's like, okay, I get that. Take
Well,
the award.
The one thing I saw was like the picture of Angelina Jolie
With her
doing
lag
her
out, yeah.
stance, but then I saw
Yeah.
Jim Rash from Community, and he made a movie, and he did the exact same stance. That's all I've seen. Everything else I've heard about it, I heard from another podcast I
What
listened to.
I hated is you guys seen the movie The Help?
No,
You guys heard of it?
I've heard
yeah.
of it. I
Heard of
didn't
it?
watch it.
The girl in the movie, she won. I don't even remember her name. Some lady, some black lady. She won it, right?
Yeah.
And when she won it, she got like a standing ovation, right? Which I'm like, and then she goes up and she's crying, and like everyone's like almost like proud, like she had like
A black person.
yeah,
won?
like yeah, exactly. And I was like, guys, like that's not the first time. Like it's like it's not like all of a sudden she like
Yeah.
switched the script, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, we're not racist anymore. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
you know.
is Hollywood so unprogressive
Yeah.
that a black person winning something is a big deal
Yeah,
still?
like other
Yeah.
black people have won.
Yeah,
Oscars,
I think it was just
man.
because of the
Like,
content of the movie.
I guess so, but like even like if I read the book for it, and the whole movie is about the white lady in it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
book
That's what-
is like
It's
nothing
like
to do with the
white lady solves racism.
Yeah,
That's
Good
like,
job.
exactly.
well, that's what Hollywood has to do because they want to appeal to the mass audience of white
Yeah.
people. Like The Blind Side, that movie.
Yeah.
The story it's based on, it's actually like all this black kid had a lot of stuff to get over to get into the school, but the movie's all about like
All about
look
the
at
white
Sandra
lady who
Bullock
helps them.
being
Yeah.
such a nice white lady.
to this poor black guy.
Yeah, like it's that we have.
No, I
to
just
do
hated
that.
that they gave her this big like, oh my god, she's basically solved racism with her movie about where she shits in a pie, because that happens in the movie. You
She
just watch
shits in a pie.
it. She shits in a pie in
Oh,
the
I'm
movie.
gonna have to watch it now.
It's Hollywood
That's like
gold.
my, that's
Pretty
my,
alright movie. I'm just like I hated that that's the way they acted about it.
What was I gonna say? Oh, you know that movie that came out, Act of Valor, starring all the U.S. Marines?
Sure.
Sure.
You guys haven't heard of it?
Nope.
The tagline for the film, from what I understand,
Hell hath
is
no
called...
fury like a Ghost Rider scorn.
I wish.
Well,
no,
that's a different movie.
That was my tagline for Ghost Rider 2. Like I saw it and I was like, right, it has to be Hell hath no fury like a Ghost Rider scorned. And then I saw it and it's like Ghost Rider 2, Ghost Rider.
It's like that's
Rider
a
of
shitty
Ghosts.
tagline.
And I was like, wow.
Ghost
Wow.
Rider. He rides a motorcycle.
Yeah.
When we were driving into Toronto to see Chris Hardwick, the first thing you see when you get into the city is like a billboard like the size of my house for Ghost Rider 2. And Brand's like, check it out, it's Ghost Rider 2. I'm like,
I've seen-
Hell hath
okay.
no fury like a Ghost Rider scorn.
I hate the Ghost Rider film, but I own it and I've seen it 13 and a half
I just don't
times.
like. I don't like Nicolas Cage at all.
I
So
like
weird.
Nicolas Cage when he does crazy Nicolas Cage.
That's
'Cause-
every Nicolas Cage.
No,
now.
he either does like serious Nick Cage, which sucks, like National Treasure, or he does crazy Nicolas Cage.
National
like
Treasure is the
Kick-Ass.
only Nicolas Cage movie I enjoyed. Was the National Treasure one?
The reason I like National
Oh, no,
Treasure
National
2 is
Treasure
because it
1.
had the guy from The Hangover in it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I
him.
was just like, oh man, that's a like I can appreciate it. Wasn't very good.
But it's like
He made learning fun again, guys.
It's like Nick Cage trying to be Indiana Jones, but like you just can't beat Indiana Jones.
can't beat Harrison Ford is what it is.
Yeah, because I said that and I remembered the fifth Indiana Jones and I was like,
Is it the fifth or the fourth?
Fifth.
That sucks.
Fourth, yeah, fourth, yeah.
Fourth? Okay.
I've only seen that one. I've only seen Kingdom of the
Oh
Crystal
my
Skull.
lord, dude.
Yeah.
I've
Ugh.
seen all of them, but like so long ago.
I don't want to talk about this.
I don't wanna
That's
talk
another thing. It's making me upset, guys.
Hurts
Oh.
me.
I read this article, kind of related to this, on how to properly watch the Star Wars movies,
Yeah.
so that everything makes sense and you cut as much of the crappy stuff out of
Alright,
it
go
as
ahead.
possible.
Get rid of the first three.
No. You watch
Oh.
A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and then you bring it back to Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi. And
you cut out episode one.
you don't watch episode 1. It's
unnecessary.
literally unnecessary to the plot.
Well, there's this thing online, you can look it up, called Plinkett Reviews. They're kind of weird. Like, the whole premise is he reviews the movies and he does a good job pointing out why they don't make sense, but then he's like a character doing it, and his character's like a murderer. So it's kind of weird.
It's
But
a little weird.
He does point out a lot of good facts. Like, there's no protagonist in the first film.
No, there isn't.
There's
exactly.
there's like they don't tell you who the bad guy is. They don't tell you anything in the first film. It's just like things happen for not really any reason, and then second film.
The first movie was like, how much money can we make off of a 12-year-old? A lot? All right.
How old were we when the first one came out? About 12?
Jeez. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
That's why I think I probably poured more money into Star Wars Episode 1 than I feel
Oh yeah,
comfortable talking
exactly.
about.
yeah.
It like the first movie, Phantom Menace, was for kids. Like Jar Jar Binks, that was for kids.
Yep.
He was supposed to be a bounty hunter that betrayed Qui-Gon, and then George Lucas turned
I
him
don't
into
even care.
Jar Jar.
I think Star Wars, like as much as I do enjoy Star Wars, I do think it's like an overhyped thing now.
Yeah,
Because like
definitely.
people who are like, I love the original Star Wars movies. It's like, well, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't really like watching them anymore. It's like they've gotten tired.
Like I'm pretty sure, like anyone who knows anything about movies has accepted that George Lucas sucks.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to write a film.
So
He
like,
traded miniatures like that he built himself for a green screen, and I don't care. You should have did puppets.
Yeah.
He'd make good puppeteers.
Oh, there was a Yoda puppet.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what he
yeah,
was
man.
originally.
Yeah.
R2D2 is a guy in a fucking
Trash
trash
can
can,
with a
you know?
whistle.
Was that a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
There was a guy in there?
He
It
just
was a mid-
died recently,
and he
actually.
had a
Oh, man.
whistle. That's how they got all in.
That's messed up.
Let me check my show notes.
I'm excited to see what you got.
Boy.
There's not much left. There's one thing that I wanted to bring up because I make fun of you for it all the time, but now I have to eat my words.
Eat words, bitch.
What?
Eat them words.
Oh, I thought you said eat word, bitch. I was like,
Why?
I guess like that's a weird.
Continue. I want to know.
Question. I was on Reddit the other day,
Of course you were.
and someone posted an article, and today I learned, and I clicked on it, and you remember you said that when you saw that, what was it, March of the Penguins, you thought the penguins were really tall till the guy shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Found out they just found skeletons of 4'3" penguins.
No!
Yep.
I don't like that.
Damn.
My
That's
theory-
eerie.
It's like they're dead. They're long
My
dead.
theory about
I hope so.
why I didn't like March of the Penguins, I've always thought penguins, before I'd actually seen them in real life, were like 6 feet tall. Because when you see the movie, there's no humans in March of the Penguins.
there's no
So there's no
perspective.
perspective, so they look like they're fucking huge. Can you imagine like a 6 foot penguin coming
That
at you?
would be
Can you
awful.
imagine a 4'3" penguin? Because they existed.
That's like, what, up to my nip?
It's about nip height.
About nip height.
Nip height, I
That
think.
would
Not
be
on me.
that'd
You're,
be
like,
pretty-
up to my shoulder.
That'd be pretty scary though.
Yeah.
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 I
But they
think I would
existed.
actively
How do
hunt
them
penguins.
words taste, bro?
Rubbery.
Okay. Okay.
Imagine a penguin would be like rubbery.
Yeah, I
Can
think
we,
that
can
too.
we kill a
Eat weird
penguin and
things,
eat it?
yeah. I was thinking cats would
Yeah,
be stringy.
I don't think there's like a law against that. They live in
thing is-
Antarctica.
The thing is, I want to be the one to kill the penguin.
Kill it with your bare hands.
Well, I was thinking like run up with like a club and just like whack it upside the head and
I
like
think they're,
lift
like-
it above my head.
I think they're like pigeons like that though. They just like
no,
scatter
because they
around
haven't
you.
they haven't seen people, so like they'll just walk up to people.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like I'd be able to just like whale one upside the head and like grab it and leave before they realized I just killed
Yeah,
like
you got to make sure they don't realize what you did because you don't want.
I don't
50
want like
angry
1,000
penguins.
penguins chasing
Morgan
me.
Freeman would be pissed too if you saw you kill a penguin.
Well, we don't film it.
Okay.
It'd be like for our eyes only.
Yeah.
Like, we'd all
Can
be
I
sitting
film
there-
it in secret? Because that'll get me going.
I feel like that would be like after I die, you guys would be like, there was this one time I filmed it. He doesn't know, but Brandon wasn't the saint we all think he was. He went to Antarctica, clubbed a penguin upside the head, and ate it. And it'd be like a
When
video.
we're
Morgan
all
Freeman
washed
was
up.
pissed to say the least.
We're all washed up and like you die, so we managed to get back in the spotlight and we're like, well, let me tell you about something he did, Conan. Except Conan won't be on the air
Yeah.
when you die, I think.
Yeah, no. Well, I do
'Cause
plan
then
on dying young.
Conan would just be like,
I don't care.
Andy
Who are
Richter.
you?
And
Why
Andy
are you in
Richter's
my
just
house?
a skeleton on the side.
I was on Kijiji the other day. Now, people listening who don't know Kijiji, it's basically
Get the fuck out of your
Craigslist.
house.
well, it's basically Craigslist used Ottawa kind of thing. You go on, you post an ad, and people
Like,
can buy
if
your
you don't
shit.
know what Kijiji is, which is like nationwide, used Ottawa, which is a like just an Ottawa thing. You'll know it.
Well, Craigslist basically, right? Except with less sex posts, I think.
They
there's less
actually
posts.
got rid of those.
on Kijiji.
In,
On Craigslist?
I don't know if they got rid of it everywhere, but they
No,
definitely did in
Craigslist
Ontario.
definitely has it on Craigslist because
Yeah,
I think
like
that's the
it's
whole reason
part
that
of a-
place
Yeah,
succeeds. Anyway, so I'm on Kijiji.
they sent a bunch of Craigslist ads out into space.
Really?
Yeah, the guy that owns it won, and he sent out like the most popular Craigslist ads into space for the aliens to hear. It's right behind the Manimal Wave.
So
Which
they're
is-
gonna be like, oh, some guy's giving away a free TV, dude. We
See-
got to go to Earth.
Well,
That's why aliens haven't contacted us yet,
Well,
because
no.
we just keep sending out stuff into space,
Yeah,
and they're
random
getting it
things.
like,
the
we don't
first
want
thing
none
they're
of
gonna
this.
get is Manimal, which is an old TV show about a black guy that turns into animals. That's why they haven't visited yet. They think we're all black guys that turn into animals.
They're like, that sounds scary.
That guy just turned into a tiger. I think it was a black guy.
I was on Kijiji has a free stuff section. So say you have like a big fucking 40-inch Samsung rear projection TV from the 90s you want to get rid of.
Like those guys I nearly moved in with.
Yeah, exactly. You post it on Kijiji, and then people are like, I'll come with a truck and pick it up. So that's all it is. But
Yeah.
I go through free stuff just for entertainment purposes, just see what these people. One of these posts, I died. It just in caps said gerbils, 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 and 7 exclamation marks. Brilliant. I was looking for a pager because I thought it'd be funny if I had a pager because it'd be like
An
look,
ironic
Yeah,
accessory.
exactly. I'd
See,
be like,
the thing is, you'd be like, Brandon, I got a pager, and then I'd end up quoting Tron at you.
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, still rocking the pager, man? Good for you.
Yeah.
You'd be
Brandon,
like,
stop. Okay, you're ruining my cred.
I'm
yeah,
a huge Tron fan. by
yeah,
the way.
we know.
I watched both Trons over the break.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you eat ice cream while doing so?
No, I was at my friend's house.
Oh, okay.
I sat on his bed and I was like, oh, Tron. And he was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
We should go on free stuff and just try to get like free dressers. And...
Have you ever been to Kijiju? It's
Kijiju?
the exact same thing, except it's just a bunch of Jewish people selling stuff.
Really?
It's kind of cool.
Is that a real thing?
Oh, so it's not
my
JU,
God.
it's JU.
I was like, I'm not really upset because I'm not Jewish, but that sounds exciting.
Like I thought it was a real thing. Like they'd be like,
Okay, well here's
Yeah.
my question: would you be surprised if it was?
yeah.
That's like that.
Why do
dating-
they need their own site to sell things? It's not like they have their own
Brandon,
currency.
They have their own community centers
They don't have
where
their
you
own-
can learn to ballroom dance.
They've got their own dating site, plentyofjew.com.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's also Christian dating sites.
Yeah,
like
no,
Christian
they have
Mingle.com.
they have dating sites specifically designed for virgins.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I don't. Why is that a selling point?
So you can film Super Virgin Surprise Party too.
Yeah. We're still craving a sequel. The online community is
true.
waiting.
Yeah,
True, yeah.
We've been asking for it for a while.
I
Supposedly on
don't
the
know if
last
it's still
show-
technically a surprise party, but
On the last show, supposedly, I went off on a rant about porn. Do you remember what
yeah,
it
yeah.
was?
You were
ruined
talking
porn
about
for me, by the way.
Is that you?
That was
posted
me that posted that.
you went on a rant about how porn is like who buys porn, blah blah blah, and like then you found out that Blu-ray won because it had porn.
Because porn backed it.
Yeah, and then that's the same thing that happened with VHS Betamax.
Oh, okay.
That's what you ranted
Yeah,
about.
because I had some people like actually come up and be, "Hey, listen to your show, man. Thanks for ruining porn for me." I was like, "How did I ruin porn for you?"
No,
Is
no, no. It
not?
wasn't. It wasn't the rant that ruined porn. It was you moaning into a microphone for a good 10 seconds.
Oh,
That's
what
all
was
it
I
was.
doing?
I kept
don't
thinking
remember.
like Matt or Kelsey was gonna jump in and say something witty, but they just let you moan for like 10
I don't
seconds.
remember why I was moaning.
I don't remember the moaning.
Was
to
I
be
doing
fair,
up
I
some
listened
kind
to
of
it at
bit?
like 2 in the morning, so
It was really
I
awkward.
probably fell asleep to you moaning and just be like Friday night to me, just like that's normal.
That's about right. That is about right.
It's really awkward because I'm pretty sure someone came in at that point and walked up the stairs, and I was the only one home, so I had my door open and I'm listening to it on my laptop.
Yeah.
And they just
Mitchell
hear this one guy, "Oh yeah,"
Oh yeah.
and it's like, "Oh, fuck Mitchell."
I wrote like over the years, I've written like a lot of jokes and stuff, just like,
You were gonna say
stand-up
like I
bits.
wrote a porn once, and I was like, "There's not a lot
Who
of writing
hasn't?
going into that." It's like, "Oh, my kitchen's sink is plugged," and then the plumber comes in like, "I'll unclog those pipes for you," and then like all my plumbers are like smokers of 12 years.
Yeah.
And then like
They're
the
2 packs a day, gentlemen.
yeah, and then like the music starts up like, and then they just start
The
fucking doing it
Seinfeld intro starts. Why?
because it's Seinfeld
What's the
themed.
deal with condoms?
Yeah, I did that. I did
What's
that
the
joke
deal
today.
with your clogged pipes?
Yeah, I was talking about if there was like Seinfeld porn. No, it was Friends porn. It was like, could this be any more sexy?
I think I saw that. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I don't like Friends.
So, I'll leave that at that. Yeah, 'cause all the jokes I've written over the years, I'm like, man, I can never do like a stand-up act because it'd just be 20 minutes of just porn jokes.
I know.
I've started to write down the jokes I think
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Because it happens to me all the time where I think of something like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I gotta
Brilliant.
write that down.
Yeah.
That's what I use Twitter
An hour
for.
later, oh shit, what was that about? So I've got a notebook. It's in my bag. It just like I've got a few pages because I just started it a couple days ago of like
You're like
stupid
Eminem.
jokes and stuff.
Oh, do you have
And-
raps in there?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I
I'm
haven't
glad
gotten
you
the
said yet.
He should do a feature song with us on our rap album.
Oh yeah,
You guys have a rap
We're
group?
gonna
Not yet.
we're gonna start one.
I'm so jealous.
It's an
Can I
iron-
please be in it?
It's an ironic rap.
I've been
group.
trying to start an ironic rap group
It's
for
called,
so long.
the hip connoisseurs.
And our first album is called The Hip Connoisseurs based on the novel Push by Sapphire.
Which is an Oscar joke from like 3 years ago.
Hoping that someone will get it.
So relevant.
So
And we're all
relevant,
on the
yeah.
cover wearing Vote for Pedro shirts.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that
yeah.
would be
So cutting edge.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really hoping like maybe one of my teachers from high school will be like, "Hey, I remember when, Precious was a thing."
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh well, ready to fuck
well.
everything.
The recorder's gone.
God
Everything's
damn it.
broken. I
Your
don't know.
AIDS pin is gone.
My chocolate vagina's still there.
That's
I have
good,
a
that's
chocolate vagina sucker.
It's pussy pop.
Pussy pop.
Pussy pop.
Oh, no.
No.
That's the
Not gonna
worst
go
thing
there?
I can happen
Like,
during the show.
I had a
Anyone
thought-
listening's like, Brandon's gonna say something hilarious, and it's like, no.
You just all the ladies just got so let down. Just Brandon was gonna. Oh.
Oh, have you heard? Yeah, he's heard the story about me telling stories. Then he knows that ladies like to hear me talk.
Yeah, probably. He's
Yeah.
very chatty, this one.
Yeah, I'm a flirt.
Yeah.
I've heard that about myself, but
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Yeah, that was.
But
kind
they,
of the same.
people, I think, because I got in that too, where it's like, you're such a flirt. It's like, no, I just like to talk.
Yeah, I just talk to people.
It's like, I have no interest in these people.
No, well, the party story. The whole thing is I just like telling stories that
Yeah.
I've been through, and then Mitchell's like, "You're such a flirt," and I was like, "I was just telling stories, bro."
Yeah. Well, every girl in that room wants to get diddled by you, so.
I only got.
It's
two
like
hand-
if that's a side effect, I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, like I only
But
got
that's not my
two
goal.
hands, and telling stories when you're like knuckle deep, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to hear about the time like, I don't know, you and Mitchell went to this show, and I'm like, but it's funny.
He did that, meanwhile, like, doing a finger banging motion.
For
On
those of you
both
at home, he
sides,
was
like-
double finger banging while he did that.
I'm a busy guy.
What a gangsta.
I'm pretty sure that officially makes this the Fingerbang Radio Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made finger bang. I've made about 3 finger bang references on the show. So I feel
I have
legit.
like twice, and
Nice.
one of them was actually it was the same thing.
I
had
think
to
we're
tell
gonna take a
story
break
twice.
because I want to eat.
I like your technique. That's
Oh,
middle
it's like-
finger and ring.
Oh, that's how you gotta
I've
do
never
it, man.
seen
Middle and
that.
ring. It's more. It's like you get more in there.
Yeah, that's
and like
true.
You can get further.
You
You
can
do
can
this
find
move.
a G spot.
You know,
like do
looking
the
at it
little-
here, my index finger's longer than my ring finger.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
my-
I
my
just
ring
go.
finger's
All
a little
right.
longer.
Okay.
You can get right to
Just
the
you.
prostate.
It's just you guys talking over each other about finger bang. Like.
This is what the
techniques.
people want.
Okay. Anyway,
Look at the name of our show.
That's the whole purpose
I like how
of this
nobody
show.
realized that I said like you just got to get to the process.
Oh, I heard it.
I caught on that.
ignored the whole thing.
You guys thought I was diddling girls.
We're gonna take a quick break because I'm gonna eat something, guys. You're
I
gonna
want
eat
I'm pretty
coffee.
hungry.
Yeah,
Me
that's a
too,
good
yeah.
call. So we'll be back in just a minute with more
Only
finger
got
bang.
2 show notes left.
Oh my, only 2? Brand's
I've
got
been-
2 more show notes. So we'll be back in just a second with more Finger Bang Radio
I
Show.
think they're that far.
Wow!
The Fingerbang Radio Show, hosted by Mitch and Brandon. New episodes every Saturday. They actually give a shit about what you have to say. Get them on Facebook. Search The Fingerbang Radio Show.
I ain't giving out no link.
Fingerbangradio@gmail.com.
Why do you guys use Gmail?
Because we're goddamn professionals. And we're back with more Finger Bang Radio Show. Sitting in with Brandon, who's back after his 2-week hiatus, and sitting here again with Ian Mitchell, who's back again. And Brandon, we just ate, like, I swear I ate my fucking weight in guacamole. and
So good.
we actually managed to get wine, so that's nice.
Yeah, we're drunk
can't
now, so it's gonna be
slurp
better.
wine.
Oh, yes.
I
Very
was gonna
alcoholic.
slurp the
Cheers.
wine.
Cheers,
Cheers.
gentlemen.
Ooh, that came through. Nice.
Excellent.
Perfect. You got slurp.
Just 5 seconds of dead air while we all
Yeah.
get more drunk. This is for you guys.
This is...
We
yeah.
love you.
Yeah.
I was
we love you.
listening to the show, the last one I was here for, and we did it in 3 chunks, and the last chunk was when we started drinking, and I think I sounded better when I was drunk.
We keep clipping there. Like it keeps reaching the end. I don't know if that's important.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We've been doing it for like the whole show.
Yeah, that's cool. I can always
never-
fix that.
Never really
dun,
thought to tell anyone.
Whatever.
Um,
Responsible.
I didn't really care.
Continue. You had something Brandon again's going
So-
through his show notes he has on his phone.
Yeah, when I was in Trenton by myself, naked, eating ice cream.
As we all have.
Yeah, yeah.
At
It's
some
just-
point in our
yeah,
lives.
it's like
Been there, done
Saturday
that.
night, right? I was thinking about like, cause I tell a lot of jokes. Some of them are kind of like the gallows humor kind of style, but there was one I only remember one time I actually felt bad after I said a joke, and I was at my friend's.
I don't even
house.
remember. You told us before on the break, and now I forgot. So
Well,
go
I was
ahead.
at,
An ass.
I was at my friend's house, and they were going to like Florida for like family vacation.
Okay.
They're like, the resort we're going to is themed after New Orleans, and they told me like it's really fancy. But they told me that, and then they're like, yeah, it's themed after New Orleans. And I went, what? Underwater? 'Cause it was like right
Yeah.
after Hurricane Katrina, and then like they all look at me, and it's like that awkward look on their face where they're like, we like you, Brandon, but you're a dick.
That's the thing, like, I don't get offended at, like, jokes like that anymore. Like, someone said 9/11 joke to me.
I love
internet
9/11
for
Me
jokes.
too, classic.
I thought you were just gonna say, I love 9/11.
Well, no, I'm a big fan of 9/11 too. I mean, I gotta say,
Really put them in their place.
for sure, those
Yeah.
Americans, they were just too cocky.
Too cocky.
See, here we are making 9/11 jokes.
Yeah.
American listeners, there aren't any.
I was on the bus with someone and I looked at my watch and it was like 9 in the morning. It said 9/11 on my watch and turned. Someone was like, 9/11? That sounds familiar. Where do I know that from?
Whenever I look down at my watch and it's 9/11, I always chuckle. I'm like,
I'm like, it's the time everything changes.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden, the world has changed.
I'm a darker human being.
9/12, we're good.
That was a depressing minute.
yeah, like when
What are
Michael.
do you think that the terrorists planned on it being 9/11?
No.
No, it had something to do with something that happened during the last Iraq War. Something big happened on 9/11, and so it had some symbolism.
I wish I could tell you I knew anything about the world.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Where's Spain?
Fuck if I know.
It's like this isn't even confirmed. It's just like something bad happened in the past in regards to that on 9/11. So that's
Okay.
probably why they planned it again
Bad
on
happened
9/11.
at some point in time.
I don't remember what.
The
was-
Crusades. Was that near the same time?
I
Yeah,
think
it was
so.
in year 1911.
Yeah.
1911.
1911.
9.
The guys were just swinging swords out of the cars.
Yeah, it was pretty. They covered it up. The church covered it up fairly well.
They pretended it was like way in the past,
Yeah,
but
they're like, oh, we're just reenacting, but like, no,
Hmm.
a lot of people died.
it just failed so bad.
I'm totally down on another civil war. Did I say that last time you were here?
Possibly.
Why?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Like American Civil War? That'd be cool.
Just a civil war. Maybe like Canada if we go like west versus east.
I don't know.
We'll lose.
Yeah,
That would be weird though,
We've got
because I have
yeah.
a feeling the BC
Quebec.
wouldn't join up with the prairies, and
Quebec
Quebec
wouldn't-
wouldn't join up with anyone.
Yeah, Quebec would be like, fuck you guys. Give us your dollar and we'll make our own place.
Well, plus they supply us with hydro, so they'll be like, "We'll just shut you down, bro." I'm pretty just down on a civil war anyway. Just like and not like
But then we'll
new
get
age.
enlisted.
So
Conscription.
There's no
bro.
draft in Canada.
Yeah, there's no draft.
They'll bring it back. Do you know the only reason women originally got the right to vote?
was
in
because men
Canada.
were all gone for the war.
Well,
yeah.
and they knew that they would vote to send more men to war because then it's like, well, then if there's more men out there, there's less of a chance my boyfriend will die. So they sent more men out to try to lessen the chances. That's
well,
why.
It's,
what
yeah.
a great world we live in.
And that is a scientific fact that's just so true. I don't have to cite it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how
Or you
the
can
Civil
just
War
cite
was the
Wikipedia.
sexiest war around.
Yeah, yeah.
The sexy.
Every woman ever loves a beard, right? And that's why lumberjacks are popular, and the American Civil War is considered the sexiest war, which is a scientific fact. I don't have
Now,
to
someone
cite.
explain. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of what I think happened in the Civil War, and afterwards, I want you to correct me if I'm wrong.
All right,
Okay, so don't say that. I'm trying to get through this. All right.
go on.
There's the South. There's the North of the United States. To me, the North was just Maine, New
Gonna
York
have to
City,
stop you there.
and no. It was Maine, New York City. What else? Pennsylvania. No, that's probably not it. The one
Transylvania?
Wisconsin, the one where they make the cheese.
You know,
Okay.
Pennsylvania,
And then the
Wisconsin.
South. The South is Alabama, Kentucky, Texas,
The Bible
and
Belt.
the Bible Belt in general.
Yeah.
All the southern places had slaves
Yep.
and bad accents, while the North had a lot of steel and cities.
And also slaves.
No, they didn't. Not in my story.
Not in this
Not
one.
in
This
Civil War,
version
okay?
of the Civil War.
And then Abraham Lincoln came along, and he was like 80 and something. I don't know what that meant. And he was
80
like,
and
"We're
7
gonna
years.
we want these Southern people to let their black people go." So he did that. Then there was a war. The Southerners wore gray. You guys are like drinking at the same time, as if trying to deal with my story.
Yeah.
This is some heavy
The
shit.
Southerners wore gray coats, I believe. The North wore blue. The South won. And for some reason, the Southern people still celebrate the fact that they lost. Go. How wrong am I?
Well, you failed to mention that the reason it's called the Civil War is because it was very polite and there was no swearing.
They all shot with their pinkies out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a
Okay.
civil war. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a
Civilized.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
they were nice.
They're very.
people.
They lined up, just both sides in one
Do you
line.
mind
shook
if I
hands.
shoot you?
Yeah, and like they shook hands after the war. They're like, good game.
Good war. Good war. Good war.
Just shaking
Like
guy.
kids do
There
after
was probably
soccer
that
games.
one
You know?
jerk. who's
His
like
face was missing, but he was shaking it. Yeah.
And there's that one guy on the other team who was like kind of a jerk. So you just like, as you pass him, just draw your hand through your hair.
Yeah,
Friends,
nice.
get some, and you're like,
Oh.
And then you shake the guy behind him, and the guy behind him like really vigorously, and then just stare him down. Yeah.
and he's like, sorry about my friend. It was a
If
very
you've ever
civilized
shaken
war.
someone's hand and grabbed
Shaken?
shaken.
Shrieking.
It
You've
sounds like-
shaken
yeah, it
someone's
sounds like
hand,
you're
but then you
coming up with-
grabbed the side of their hand with your other hand and went like leaned in and went, "Hey,
That's
nice
a
to
really
meet ya."
creepy handshake. I
creepy.
feel.
Can we try that?
Yeah,
Right now,
but there was a lot of that during the Civil War. Yeah,
Try
yeah.
It's weird if you both do it. Then I feel like
it
it's
feels
some
like
kind
it's-
of energy
It felt like there was a
transfer.
brotherhood.
We should bring back the handshake where like we go in for a handshake and we grab each other's wrists,
Arms?
like arms, like forearms, like the. Huh.
And then do like a wave.
No wave.
It's really hard to do because your wrist.
Obviously,
You lose a
obviously
joint
a
there.
gray coat over here.
If
Is
your
what they call it.
forearm doesn't really like to move.
What? Okay, now the Civil War.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
The
There's
civilized
something
war.
about it. Yeah, the civilized war. Do you mind if I shoot a can? They have cannons in Civil War? They
think
must
so.
have. right?
Yeah,
Probably,
because
yeah.
the
It's the
cannonballs would hit-
1800s.
It wasn't like you weren't afraid of the cannonball. It was when it hit the ground and like chunks of rock exploded into your face.
Yeah.
That's probably
How
the
fast
least
did a cannonball
civilized
go?
part.
Would you ever like see it coming and be like,
I,
"Whoa, bro"?
I believe technically it went hella fast.
Hella fast.
Yeah,
hella fast.
scientific term, hella fast.
Well, I'm no scientist, but that sounds fast. I find you guys seen. I brought up before the show Pawn Stars. Now, if you haven't seen Pawn Stars, it's Pawn Stars. It's on TLC, I believe.
Has
and
a Facebook game.
sure.
Really? Oh well, what doesn't these days? You know.
Yeah, that's true. So basically, the show it's Antiques Roadshow mixed with American Shoppers. What I think they're going for. So people bring in stuff to this pawn shop.
that.
They argue about how much he should buy it from them for.
And they're all fat and tattooed.
And they're all fat and tattooed. Like that's essentially the show. Everything he brings into that, it's always every episode. There's a Civil War something. Like some guy
Yeah.
going, he's like, I want to sell my grandfather's Civil War rifle, and he's like, well, I have a friend who specializes in Civil War.
Your grandpa's Civil War rifle.
yeah.
Just
It's
your
always-
grandpa's.
It's really weirdly specific stuff. Like
Yeah.
this one girl came in, she's like, I have this like Oriental axe that I believe is from
Yeah.
the 17th century, and he's like, oh, I got a friend who's an expert on 17th century Oriental battle axes. It's
Yeah.
like, why? Who's in
Yeah.
school and like I want to specialize in just that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be very specific here. You ever see that picture of the guy's like the card JFK was assassinated in? I'll call my friend who's an expert on cars JFK was assassinated in.
There was one picture I saw, and it's like how every episode of Pawn Stars goes, and the guy comes in, he's like, I want to sell this really fancy antique. He's like, okay, it's legit. How much you want for it? And he's like, 15,000. He's like, try again. And he's like, 10,000. He's like, nope. He's like, 9,000. He's like, I'll give you 20. And the guy's like, okay.
Okay.
And that's like $20, not like 20,000.
20,000. Yeah.
$20.
That you wouldn't turn a guy down like multiple times when he's trying to go lower and be like, I'll give you 20,000.
I think that there's people go in there expecting like $10,000 for something, and then he offers them like $20, and instead of being like, "Fuck you, man," like I'm gonna go somewhere else, they're like, "All right."
better than nothing.
Yeah. Because generally when people are selling stuff to a pawn shop, they're just like, I want to fucking get rid of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to a pawn shop in like the last little while?
No.
Not recently.
It's there's one up on Maryvale up here.
I've been to that one
you've
before,
been
but not
there?
for a while.
It's called like Swap and Shop or something.
I've been by it.
I go in, and they had they have like a limited video game display where if I'm looking at it, there's two girls behind the counter who are on their phone, didn't look at anybody, and I was like, "Do you guys like work here? Like, what? Who the hell do I ask?"
Just two confused teenage girls.
That's like an
Yeah.
invitation to steal
Yeah.
things.
Can I have this game?
There's like nobody there. They sell like VHS tapes, which I'm like, really, who?
Yeah.
Who's still watching VHS?
Well, last time I
Yeah.
watched a VHS tape, it was like 2 Pokemon episodes.
Who's
Like,
not downloading things off the internet? That's my question.
It's like the VHS has like been out of production for 7 years now.
Yeah.
Nobody needs VHS players anymore.
I'm pretty sure it's more than 7 years, too.
No, I think it was 2005.
Did
Really?
they ever make VHS DVD player like hybrids?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
plenty.
One. I had one, yeah.
I thought so.
It was like one side you had the DVD and the other side had the big fucking hole in front of it. Yeah.
Can Blu-ray players play DVDs right now?
Yeah.
I hope so. Be
my-
pretty useless if they couldn't.
My PS3 plays both perfectly fine.
Well, that's a PS3. That's kind of different, right?
You have a PS3, man?
Yeah.
I thought we were bros.
I had.
You don't
Xbox,
like
but it
Macs, but you buy a PS3.
Oh, girls, calm yourself.
broke. I had an Xbox
Jeez.
too, but it broke because
They do that.
yeah.
I had mine. I sold it because I needed money.
That's
yeah,
fair.
I was there.
That's
I was
why
like-
I sold my Wii.
I was like, I want some wine, so I literally just sold my Xbox to my cousin for like $100. I didn't care at all. I still have Xbox games. Like, I just don't even care. You interested? You interested? You
No,
interested?
I
If
don't
I
have
had
an
an
Xbox.
I started selling video games again to a friend of mine. I found out he was collecting Super Nintendo games, like by like the shitload. So I like posted on his wall all the games I had for Super Nintendo, and he's like, "Yep, I'll take it." So I was like, "Deal, I'll see you on Thursday, buddy. Bring
Super
the cash."
Nintendo? You're selling your shelf of games?
Not my NES games, my
Oh.
Super Nintendo games.
Oh.
Like, cause I just don't care anymore. I went through a phase, but I'm keeping that shit. But other than
For
that,
sure, yeah.
yeah. I mean, you never know.
Let's get off Mitchell's dumb collections.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of want to
Wine.
stay on that. You've got Rob up there, a box that says Project
man. KGB
that looks like a
Oh man,
cheap
Project
clue.
KGB. We're gonna play that someday.
I gotta explain this. It's not a video game thing. There's a flea market. It's my ring. There's a flea market up in.
That's a really weird noise.
I don't even know where it is. Up in like Stittsville. Which you live in Stittsville.
Stittsville.
Turn this off. I don't want you listening to
We
it.
don't want no Stittsville. No, actually, I know people live in Stittsville.
Stittsvillians.
Stittsville. Anyway,
Stittsvillians? I don't know.
there's a not a pawn shop, flea market up there, and there's a guy who sells video games, and he has other random items. So I went in, and there's a board game called. It looks like it's probably from what the like 70s,
80s.
80s.
Well, if
maybe.
it's Project KGB, it
It's
has to be
called-
before the 90s at
It's
least.
a spy board game called Project KGB. Some of the characters kind of look pretty Soviet. I asked how much it was, expecting the guy to be like, "Oh, it's like $50 because it's rare." He said it was $4.50. I was like, "Take that down. That's just a conversation starter I can put on my shelf for $4.50. I'll get some enjoyment out
Shut
of
up
this."
and take my money.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I know.
It says spy training game. That's what I. Oh, spy training games, plural.
It's
Actually,
really only one. I read the instruction booklet.
There's a KGB
What a
too. I
ripoff.
looked it up.
A
Is there?
KGB 2?
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, I'd play that.
I'd play that in a second.
I'm happy he did that because I did that recently where I just added Electric Boogaloo to the end and
Yeah.
went for a sequel.
I've done
And
it too.
nobody gets it because nobody's seen that movie.
Yeah, I
who's
haven't
our age?
I haven't seen the movie, but I
Yeah.
know about
I know
it.
the reference of
Yeah.
going like, it's Precious 2,
Electric Boogaloo.
based on the novel Pushed by Sapphire.
Push two.
Push 2.
Push 2.
Pull.
Push 2 when push comes to shove.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I was telling
Always
Brandon a
the
couple weeks ago about how I watch Precious as a comedy because the people are so fucked up in that
That was
movie.
like months ago.
It's so funny. I start watching it like every couple months, just being like, these people are retarded.
I never watched that movie just because it looked really depressing.
It's great.
And-
It's so worth it. It's so worth
It's like
it.
she steals a bucket of KFC at one point, and I'm like, they let this be on
She
screens?
eats it until she vomits.
That's
She has a
disgusting.
baby and it's like mentally challenged. See, I'm being PC here. It's mentally challenged, so
You're
she.
gonna be PC after my
Even
New
though we-
Orleans joke.
Yeah.
We were telling retarded jokes
Yeah.
downstairs, but when we come upstairs, it's mentally challenged.
Okay, she has a retarded kid, and she
prefer
names
all
it.
caps.
She names it Mongol.
All caps.
She names the kid Mongol.
She names it like
Mongol, like as in mongoloid.
that's awful.
And then finds out
Do you-
her and the baby have AIDS, and that's it. That's like the end of the movie. They don't.
That's
die.
awful.
Yeah.
By the way, spoiler alert for
I don't.
Push.
Okay, if they haven't seen Push,
yeah,
or
if they haven't
Precious
seen
or
it by
whatever
this
the fuck it's
point,
called,
then they
like,
don't
come
want
on.
to.
Watch it. It's so worth it.
You know what I just saw recently though? Inglorious Bastards.
For the first time,
the
can we
first
not
time.
talk about movies? As bad sounds like we
If
do that way
That's
too
fair.
much.
We had a thing where we
We're gonna start doing that more. Like if we do really want to get into talking about movies, we have the Brandon and Mitchell go to the movies
Brandon Mitchell go to
Yeah.
the
I
movies.
host that
But
one.
yeah, he hosts that show. But like, I don't want to do it on here because people listening are gonna be like, Jesus.
They're like, it really went
Christ."
downhill since that turtle.
He's
joke.
mentioned Precious 6 times, and there's only
We
been
have
5
talked
episodes.
about it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Definitely brought it up.
What's up, guys? What's going on? What's happening?
Do you guys want to do that scene from your?
Oh God! Now we gotta set it
GromCom?
up. Okay.
Well, yeah, we gotta figure out what scene we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's going on in the scene.
Second
so-
date.
Give me
Second date.
some context here. So Mitchell, you're the rich upper class. What are you? Real estate
Uptight.
agent?
I'm just kind of uptight. My
I don't
mom
think
is
real
always
estate agent.
No.
What's your job? Because you have to have like a high-paying job. It can just be something mentioned in like a scene.
magazine editor.
Just
they
say you're
rich?
an executive. Never say what you're an
yeah,
executive of. You're the
executive,
executive.
Okay, so this is the story. I'm Mitch. I'm just gonna go by my name in this.
Well, I went by my name too. Just change the last name.
I'm an executive. That's it. Brandon's an artist. We had a one-night
Flynn.
stand. Okay.
David Flynn.
David Flynn.
We had a one-night stand. Woke up the next morning, went for coffee. It was really awkward. You know, it was very.
Because you
like-
want to talk about
I
stocks.
was
and
like,
he wants to talk
Well,
about
he wanted
paint.
I
Get out
wanted
of
to get
there,
out of
and I
there.
wanted to keep-
Brandon wanted to keep the conversation going because I'm like, oh, he's just some artist. But then I realized that he's the one for me.
Well,
you
you
know.
forgot his wallet.
But I forgot his wallet at his house, so I have to meet him down on Bank Street near his office so that I can get my wallet back because I'm going to Cuba with some
art
friends.
studio, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
studio
not an
sounds
office
better.
anymore.
I
So,
think you
this
should
scene-
have a more gay, like, mentor whose studio you work at.
Yeah.
Here is what's happening.
Played by Justin
a
Long.
Straight woman.
Or
I think it should be a
yeah,
straight woman, and she's
straight
like
woman.
teaching me all these seduction tips, and I'm like, "Get out of here, you harpy! He's mine." As I paint.
You have to fight her for the love of the other gay man. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because
that's
we
more
don't
just
know- we
that's like
don't
a
know if
side
you're-
joke because like of course I'm never gonna go for it. It's just like
It's-
she's very.
We don't know. Like,
here's this
she-
story.
yeah.
Okay, this is where we are. We're about to go out on a double date. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead. I already got my wallet. You already asked me out. Whatever.
You said
we're about
yes.
to go out on a double date. I'm gonna bring my asshole friend. Right? You're like.
So I'm double dating with you.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but the guy that you were gonna go with, he bailed.
Oh,
last
so I'm
minute.
gay too.
You're gay too.
All right, I gotta get
No,
arrested
you don't
on-
have to do an accent or anything. Really, the whole
Dicks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
the whole joke.
Penis is on the internet.
The whole joke is that we act exactly like we would, but we just claim we're gay.
It's just that we're just talking to another guy that like.
Because the whole point behind the GromCom is to say gay people have the exact same
Yeah.
problems with relationships that everyone else
as a
does.
straight
Just gay.
You
Yeah,
know,
you
they're
could
just
replace
gay.
Mitchell or me with a girl. And
It
would
wouldn't
be-
change a thing.
It would still be the exact same movie, just straight.
It's just funnier when we do it this
Yeah,
way.
'cause
So
we have
anyway,
that air
we're on a
of
double
us.
date. We're going to a club, I guess. You know, which we
Gay
wouldn't
people
do.
club, I think.
Not
That's
even a
what
gay.
they
It's
do.
just a club. Just a club.
Well, not even a
Bar.
gay club.
No, it's
Whoa.
just a nice
It's a
club.
Whoa.
Well, wait, a club?
A club.
A double date at a club?
Yeah, we're just going out for drinks. We want to dance.
Well, why wouldn't we go to like a
We just want to
bar?
dance.
We just want to dance.
He has a great list.
Yeah.
No
So
wonder my friend bailed.
yeah. So no, we're on the date. You're my date.
She was bringing
No, you are gonna bring a friend
for her.
for her, but he bailed, so she's even angry.
Him,
yeah,
her.
Yeah.
I'm
And
thinking homo.
Ian is angrier than he would be because he agreed to go on this double date, and then all of a sudden the guy didn't show
Bailed,
up.
yeah.
And then
Played by Justin Long.
okay, so we're gonna start the scene.
Can I have a makeout scene with Justin Long?
Yes.
We're gonna start the scene. We're outside the club, and you're breaking the news to him and like to both of us that your friend's not coming, and then I gotta convince Ian to stay because I'm still don't really just want to be alone with you.
Just a second. I just gotta think of a name for the friend.
Okay.
Dix McGee.
No,
yes.
no. Go with a real name.
His name is
Sergeant Dix McGee?
He was in the service.
Cockballs McFondlehands.
What's a good name? Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Gotta draw it out though. Tom.
His
Just
name
Tom.
is Tom.
Just Tom. That's it. It's just Tom.
Tom from MySpace.
Some Tom. All right.
Okay, you can't break character. The whole point. You don't have to act like you're really gay. You don't have to put on like the stereotypical gay. You're
act
just
like a girl stood you up, but instead the girl's name is Tom.
you are. You're like the
Oh, so
angry.
I thought my name was gonna be Tom. Okay.
You ever
No,
watched
no,
the
you're-
ro-
you can
no.
be. You can
No,
still
no.
be. Ian.
You're Ian.
I'll be Ian.
Tom's the friend.
Tom's
You ever watched a romantic comedy where it's like, say, our relationship's the main focus of the movie, but
Yeah.
you're like the bitch friend.
Who hooks
I'm the,
up
I'm
with
I'm the
artist,
angry friend.
Yeah.
who
Who
hooks up with the
At
other
one point,
characters'
make sure-
like at the very
best friend,
end, it's
yeah.
implied they get with
Yeah,
someone.
but they don't really go through with it.
Yeah.
Like they never fall.
It's just
okay.
shown,
You just
like,
have
you
to
guys
make
are
sure that
together.
at one point when we get into the club, okay, you have to go get drinks for us so that me and him can chat,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and then come back at any time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear the
It's
first scene.
what's the name of the movie?
we never thought of it.
Okay, anyway, it's Project GromCom Part 2. Okay, you ready?
Hashtag GromCom.
All right, pause for a couple seconds because I'm making an intro for this. We're gonna make this in an ongoing bit where we just do scenes from this movie because I love it.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. Every couple of weeks we do a different scene. It's great. So anyway, pause for a couple seconds so I can edit. Wait, I'll just put a marker. There you go. We're all good. I forgot I could do that. We have technology. Anyway, ready?
Yep.
So you show up. No, I'll show up. You'll show up in a second. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, he should be here soon. I mean.
All right, man. Well, you better hurry up. I want to get my drink on.
Hey guys, sorry. I'm
Oh,
late.
there you are. Hey.
Eh.
I'm really sorry, guys. Tom had to cancel. He
Oh.
had something came up. I'm really sorry, but like, come on, let's go. We'll have a good time. It'll be fun.
No, what?
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm
Sorry, he's.
no. I'm just
just-
gonna go home.
No. Come
Just,
on.
like,
Come on.
It'll be fun.
Watch some porn and
No.
check off.
No, we're just gonna go in like
We'll have
we'll
some
still have some
drinks,
drinks.
We'll talk.
It's
It'll
gonna be
fun.
okay.
Come on, we'll dance.
All right.
Come on, Ian. You didn't go out last week either.
It'll get you off my back. Jesus, I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go.
All right. Come on. Let's go
All right,
in.
So. I love this song. You guys, does anybody want to dance?
No.
No.
Not-
All right. Well.
No, I'm not drunk enough to
I'm not
dance
much of
yet.
a
no.
dancer.
Do you guys want drinks then?
Yeah, I'll
Of
have-
course, I want a drink.
I'll have I don't know. What should I get?
Get the double Kahuna martini.
Yeah, I'll have one of those.
They make.
It's gonna go
great
right to
double
my
Kahuna.
thighs, but whatever.
Weirdly stereotypical female of you. And here I thought you were a gay man.
This movie's
Ignore
weird.
that.
It's guys like you that give gay guys a bad name.
Ian,
Fuck it.
stop.
I want Ian. Okay, ignore that.
This
so
scene sucks.
Can we
The
start
scene's
over?
getting away from us,
we're
boys.
restarting, guys.
Okay, no jokes.
No jokes.
Also, when
Don't
you
make
said,
don't make jerking off jokes. This is serious.
But that, you said if a girl stood me up, what would you? I'd go home and I'd
But you
jerk
wouldn't
off
say
angrily.
that to
no,
her
no, no,
friend.
no.
But
No.
when you said like if it'll get you off my back, I had to resist the urge to be like, I'll get off on your back.
Also, no club noises. It's on that. Well, I might edit it in after.
We
I'll
need
put
a,
a beat.
yeah, we need. If we're
I might
gonna
just
do,
grab what you did and loop it in the background
Fair
really
enough.
low.
You'll
Okay,
have
so
to
we're gonna
fully
restart. Here's
okay, yeah, that was
GromCom Part 2, Take 2.
Action.
Oh, you should be here soon. I mean,
Oh, he
It's
better
like-
hurry up. It's getting
well,
cold
he's
out
gonna
here.
start 3 minutes. We said 8:30.
Guys, hey,
Oh,
sorry.
hey.
About time.
Tom, I'm really sorry. Tom had to cancel. Something came up. He couldn't show up. I'm really sorry, but we can still go in and dance. It'll still be fun.
I'm not doing this. Come on.
Please.
The only reason I dragged myself out here off of my beanbag chair was so I could go.
I'll buy you a drink.
To this
Come
Tom
on, it'll
guy.
be fun.
It's gonna be fun. Please, Ian.
I'm not paying for a single drink.
Can I?
That's my.
Can I just talk to Ian alone
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a second?
absolutely.
Just give us a minute. Ian, come on. Like, I don't want to do this. This guy, he's really nice. I mean, come on. You have to come in with. What if I need to talk to someone? Who am I gonna talk to?
All right, but you owe me.
Fine.
You owe me a solid.
Fine. Whatever. Let's just go. Okay, we're good. Do you want to go in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's get
Sorry
this
about
over
So,
with.
like, do you guys want to dance now, or like
Mm.
what?
No, not really.
I'm not dancing without 3 drinks in me, at least.
Well, do you guys want drinks then?
Yeah.
I can go get
Yeah.
some drinks. What do you guys want?
The double tall triple chocolate martini.
Okay, double tall. I'm gonna write that on my phone.
I'll just have a beer. Just anything.
Particular brand, just whatever
I
they
don't
got on
care.
tap.
A light beer.
All right, I'll be right back.
Why do you have to be so mean to him?
Well, he brings this Tom guy, shows me his Facebook. Have you seen Tom? You could bounce a nickel off those pecs. God, I was so excited.
You always get like this. Would you
Well,
relax? It's gonna be fun.
Fine. I'll try to
Please.
have fun. I'll try to have some fun.
For me?
For you, just for you.
Does he really have nice pecs though?
Oh my God.
Hey guys,
Hey,
Your beer, they only had Labatt. I don't know.
well, that's fine. That's fine.
And your double tall chocolate martini.
I said triple tall.
Ian.
I'm sorry. I'll go.
No, it's fine. I'll
Are you
drink
sure?
the
I can
double.
go get
It's
another-
fine. I'll just drink the double.
Okay.
It's fine. He's fine.
Sorry. All right.
So,
So, Ian, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a graphic designer. I work for...
he's really good.
I did PR for Carrot Top and Chris Angel. I'm a little proud of that.
I love Chris Angel.
Did you see the poster of him standing half in the ground? All me.
Amazing.
You're welcome. Your world.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah.
You're very
So,
confident.
Bran,
Who?
thanks for getting me.
Who?
Oh my God.
David.
Oh my God.
It's
I'm
okay,
so
it's okay.
embarrassed.
No, it's fine.
Like, as if, of course I know.
It's
I'm
fine.
so
it's fine.
embarrassed.
It's all right. We were pretty drunk the first time we met.
Yeah,
so
I know.
It's all right.
Brandon was
I
the
just-
last one, man. Come on.
I know. Bran was my ex. And
Oh no, it's
It was
totally
just-
fine.
Let's
wasn't-
not get started about Brandon again.
I dated a Brandon.
I know, I'm
once,
sorry.
too.
I know I
He
bring
was
him up a
kind of
lot.
dick.
Because it's just guys named Brandon. Just
I know.
avoid them.
I know.
Just avoid them.
I agree.
Thanks for
So-
getting me the wallet back.
Oh, it's no problem. You never told me what you did though. Like, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm an executive.
Oh, that's
He's
cool.
really important. He's got a corner office.
Not yet.
Oh, well, it's pretty much in the bag.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they'd be dumb to not give you the promotion.
I don't like to get my hopes
You
up.
just gotta beat back Johnson, man.
Just,
That guy, he's
Johnson.
Just gotta.
can we not talk
Beat
about
him off of
Johnson,
your
please?
Do you guys want to dance now, or?
Yeah.
I know you haven't had 3 drinks.
Yeah,
but I
you
figured
guys can go ahead. I'm gonna sit back on this one.
Okay.
I'll get you another drink when I get back.
Thanks.
No problem.
All right, we're gonna go dance.
so-
You sure you can be okay?
I'll be.
If
fine.
you want to dance, just tell me.
I
Just
will.
come on out.
I'll just go dance.
Okay, perfect. Hey, thanks. I'm sorry. Sucks that Tom couldn't show. I just,
Yeah,
I feel
he
bad.
I don't know. He's kind of weird. He was really excited, then he got nervous. I showed him Ian's Facebook, and he got scared. He's
Why?
not very self-confident.
Well, Ian's like, he's always been like the really good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Of the group. So,
He was really nervous. I think he
trust me, it's not the first time.
Oh, well now I feel bad.
No, I just hate like it's happened before, and I just can't be like, hey, well, I'll see you later. I kind of just have to hang out with him. And,
Yeah, I'll drag Tom next time if I have to. He was really excited about it. He just got really nervous because he didn't want to let.
Well, okay, next
everyone
week
down.
we can. You want to set up another double date, but we'll like go to eat or something.
That sounds nice. I'd love that.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you wanna like go back to my place later?
Yeah, I'd like that.
I mean, like, just if you
Just
want
hang out.
Yeah, we
we
can just
don't-
have some coffee or something.
Yeah.
I don't.
Watch a movie or something.
Hey guys, I figured I'd come dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
How's
yeah.
it going? What are you guys talking about?
Nothing. Just do you want to like take my car back to your place tonight?
Do I want to take your car back to my place?
Yeah, because I don't want to leave it here.
You don't want to leave it here?
We're
Well, I mean, like me and Brent, we're gonna.
Who?
Oh my God! I did it again.
It's fine. It's all
Mitchell,
right.
just give me your keys before you embarrass yourself.
Yeah,
You're
here.
a little drunk.
I'll get
my
out of
God.
Fine.
I'll get out of your hair. Tell Tom I said hey, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
before
yeah.
you
We had a plan.
go, next week we're gonna go out for dinner, and we were hoping that you could go. We're gonna bring Tom for sure this time. I'm not gonna let him back out. It would mean a lot to Tom. He was really excited.
Next week?
Next week.
Like next Friday?
No, I forgot. That's when we go to Cuba. Remember, I had to get my wallet because we're going.
Oh yeah.
Maybe when we get back.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right. Just text me or something. I'll
Yeah, I'll get you his number.
Sounds
Alright.
sounds good. I'm not gonna get my hopes up or nothing. You kids have fun tonight.
we're just gonna watch a movie.
Or
That's
something.
Yeah. You watch that movie.
okay. All right.
All right.
See you guys
Bye.
around.
See ya, Ian. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah. Scene.
There's something about that I find immensely entertaining.
So much fun.
It's so stupid, but it's like,
You just gotta beat Johnson off his career.
I was hoping someone would say that.
I was like, as soon as you said, like, you just gotta fight him off or whatever, I was like, yeah, man, just beat him off.
the next scene we'll end up doing is us and the cat in the car going back to your place where I explained to you my past relationship with Brandon.
I was thinking that it's because when I was like, yeah, I dated a Brandon too, it's the same guy, and like as you're describing,
Oh,
I'm
and you like awkwardly run into him?
yeah, like
oh
we're
my
together,
god.
and he's like,
and we're like, okay, so we're in the grocery store. It's like later on in our relationship.
when we're like
After the
actually,
montage.
No, okay, after that.
we're
okay.
awkwardly, we're
We're in a
dating, but we're kind of awkward.
We'll be in a grocery store and you go, "There's my ex," and then I'll be like, and I'll run up and I'll be like, "I just saw my ex," and then we'll be hiding and then we'll like look and he'll be like, "There he is, where?"
You'll be like behind,
and then we'll look at
You
each other.
can't say oh my god, you have to go OMG.
I'll be like, you're an executive.
What exactly do you do again?
And I'll be like, oh my god, my ex-boyfriend's over there. You'll be like, mine too. I'll be like, yeah, mine's right there. And you'll be like, you mean behind mine?
Is he
Yeah.
standing behind mine?
What do you mean? No, right there. That's Brandon.
Well, guys, that was a good time.
That was
fun.
I hope everyone enjoyed that half as much as we did.
I'm sure they
Oh,
did.
if they even enjoyed it half as much as I did, that's going to be the best time of their life. You guys don't have a lot to live for, is what I'm getting at. Listener.
We were in the club all of 5 minutes
yeah, that was.
We'll
pretty
drag
quick.
it out. Like, it'll have other scenes.
when we actually produced the film.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Maybe
It
we'll
needs a
just make it
name.
short film.
If anyone has an idea for our GromCom name, you can get us at gmail.com, fingerbangradio@gmail.com. Don't forget to join our Facebook group, the Fingerbang Radio Show on Facebook. Again, I'm not going to give out links.
your weird nasally
The Fingerbang Radio Show on
Radio
Facebook.
Show.
We're just gonna get one email for this show. That's gonna be like, well, the recorder was named after this, and you should name your
John
gay
Recorder.
romantic comedy.
So anything you know about Civil Wars, gay movie titles, really
Just
anything.
Civil Wars.
Any-
No, we already know everything about the Civil War.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln and the
Yeah.
black guy.
I don't need some nerd sitting behind a computer with his facts telling me
Yeah.
about the Civil War. I don't need that.
Yeah, no. 'cause
Anyway.
I don't care.
Yeah, if you do want to get us on Facebook, though, because I do want to have more members in the group, it is really the best way to find out when there's new episodes, all that. Just get us on the Fingerbang Radio Show on Facebook.
Don't add me on Facebook though.
No.
Don't look
Yeah,
us up.
don't.
You can follow me on Twitter
Follow Brandon on Twitter.
at Brandon Doucette.
He posts a lot of just funny stuff, so it's a pretty good time.
It's
I
not
don't use
funny
Twitter
stuff.
enough, so I don't really care.
follow
you
me
know?
on Twitter because you're gonna be waiting a while.
You guys haven't even said your Twitter handles, so
I'm
they
not-
couldn't
I
follow
don't
you
remember
anyway.
what my Twitter handle is, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't
It
add
might
me
be
on Facebook.
just Twitter handle.
At Twitter
At
handle.
That'd be a
handle.
good Twitter handle.
So what's your Twitter name? Twitter.
Twitter
Just,
handle
just Google
Twitter
Twitter
handle.
and you'll find it.
at Twitter handle. Hit me up. Send me some tweets. Some twats.
Some
I
dirty
think they're
twats.
called DMs, actually.
Direct messages?
Direct messages, not to be
I don't know.
confused
No, you tweet
with dungeon
at-
mastering.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
that's
can
true.
send direct messages.
Yeah, but what-
we
what
call
the
them,
fuck is-
we hashtag dirty twats, though.
For a while,
Hashtag
yeah.
dirty
Well, I
twats.
want it because if I swear in my tweet, it's a dirty twat because I refer to my tweets as twats.
Twats?
Yeah.
I call them twits, personally.
Oh, that's the people on Twitter.
Oh, that's
apparently,
good, yeah.
You
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah, you're
I'm
confusing all
crazy.
your terms. I'm having fun.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even done my wine. I
no,
feel like
me
an
neither.
idiot because like everybody's like pretty much done their wine. I'm not.
I really enjoy doing that, the fake movies. We
Fake
can only do
movies.
about one every once in a while because if we try to do two in a row, it doesn't work. We tried
Or
it
like
before.
once a week.
Yeah.
It becomes a
Yeah,
bit.
well, if we're doing it like once a week, we have to do the same movie we were doing last time, or else
I like that the movie starts right at the
the morning after.
morning
You
after
don't
stand-up
see-
coffee.
Because like what happened is they went to a party, got really drunk, and went back to my character's house. And they had
Banged.
sex, and then the movie
Did
starts
they
with
finger
the
bang?
morning after. Yeah, probably.
Oh,
We'll slip that in. Like, you guys will be talking, and you'll be like, I don't remember much about the sex, but he tickled my prostate.
just Mitchell comes down the stairs. Did we finger bang last night?
Yeah, but it
God,
starts
my
in
hand
the
hurts.
coffee shop, and we're like sitting there. It's in the coffee shop the morning after, and we don't mention the closest thing. He says something. He's like, "Oh, I didn't catch what you did," and I was like, "Yeah, there wasn't a lot of talking."
You know what we
last
should
night."
do though? If the show gets big enough that we actually have some like a fair amount of
Haley,
viewers,
tell your friends.
Tell your friends. I want everyone. If you are listening, though, like as like sad as it sounds, I'm just trying to promote the show. I mean, it's the only way it's ever gonna get going. I mean, there's only so many times I can update the episodes on Facebook and put it on YouTube. You know, it's like I need people like
You have to.
You
tell
kind of
your
have to pass
friends.
around. If you can do that for us, that'd be great. Most people listening won't.
No.
I obviously, and like at the same time, if someone asked me to do it, I probably wouldn't either. It's just I do need help promoting it. Like if anyone can, so if you can, that'd be great. If we do eventually get, what I want to do is we'll actually film this movie. You know, like with us as
Like
like
kind of
we'll
a
be the
short
actors,
film deal?
just like a short film, like 5-minute scenes,
Yeah.
and then we'll just do these scenes. You know what I mean?
Do you mind if I direct that? Because I'm trying to like break in.
So you
to
want
the
to?
directorial.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
no, go
direct,
ahead.
but you can also be an actor.
I'll be
in
like
it.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin
Cool
Tarantino,
stuff.
Except I
yeah.
can act
And you won't say the N-word in every movie.
in
he's
every single movie.
Yeah. Let's do that. That'd be a good time.
Yeah.
Also, we gotta get some better equipment, man. Brandon is, well, it's not bad.
No,
Brandon's
yeah.
using a camera tripod where the handle on the back of the tripod is taped to a microphone.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty not bad, right? Like, it's not bad. I did pretty good. I made it today. I'm pretty impressed with myself.
I don't see the tape.
Right there, man.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
I'm good, eh?
You're good.
I am. Anyway, I had to borrow these XLR cables. Like, it's pretty good. Other than that, I mean, it's not bad. It sounds pretty good coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, again,
You can email us questions too. We'll answer all the ones.
I will answer every single question that
Except
comes
the
through
ones
here
we
without
don't.
doubt.
We can guarantee any question that gets sent will at least be read
Yeah.
on the show. We won't
Except
answer it.
we'll
Yeah.
answer all the ones except the ones we don't.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
a
that's
good
the
way of
rule.
putting
Good
Yeah.
call over there, buddy.
Yeah.
Good call. If you want to get us wine, because I'm thirsty.
Send us
if you-
money.
I am going to
Money
instill
and
that rule.
wine.
Any person who comes on as a guest now has to bring wine.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to get.
It's like
Get some money.
It's like once a week, and it'll be a different guest. I don't know who to bring on. Like probably next week's just gonna be you and I.
Yeah,
That's
there's
fine.
not guests.
I don't
every
want to have a
week,
guest every week, you know.
because then
but,
we're not. It's not our podcast.
yeah, it'll
it's
just
always
be like-
ooh, who are they going to talk to today?
Yeah,
They're
but
not
every once in a
funny
while,
on
I
their
like
own.
it every couple weeks. It's pretty good, so we'll definitely have you back, of course. And I want to bring Matt back again because did you hear his songs? Any of them?
I don't remember them very
He had
well.
some pretty funny ones.
I didn't listen to that whole episode because I was like.
It's
going to
long
bed.
as hell too. Plus, we did like 3 hours on our show.
Yeah.
That was very long.
I
And that
know.
one, the show me and Ian did a couple weeks ago was way serious.
Yeah, it was.
Like it was
wasn't
funny
a lot
at porns, but it was like
Porns.
at porns. I got something on the mind. It was very funny at certain
Wieners,
points.
right?
Yes, definitely wieners. I got too into character for our play. So, you know, the gay men, they're just craving the cock all the time.
All the time. That's all they think about.
That's how science is.
One thing I want to mention about what we just did. At one point, you said, "I owe you a solid."
Solid.
And before, when we went on break, I was complaining about people who say I owe you a solid when you do them a favor because, like, fuck you, you're not special. Just say, like, I owe you one. That was I came close to breaking character.
It came up, and I just thought this would be a perfect time to piss off Brandon.
Yeah, it
And
organically.
I think it worked.
That's a lot of people do that. They're like,
That's
"This would be a
some
good time to
meta
piss 'em
humor.
off."
We
for
did
you
one on
guys.
the last one where I did a callback to something we had talked about previously in the show where people have emails that are like cutie pie XOXO because I was like, he's like, here, take my card, and I read his email as cutie pie, and he was like, oh, that's my old card. It's like,
That's my old
you
one.
know, like it was good callback.
DavidFlynn@gmail.com.
Well, what is it again? Because I
David
did forget.
Flynn
That was
at
the whole point. I
gmail.com.
called you Brandon because I just like, why are you going as David Flynn? It pissed me off.
David-
We're Ian. He's Ian. I'm Mitchell. You're gonna be Brandon.
David's my actual first name, and Flynn's the last name. When we were doing it, it was surprise, surprise. Thinking of Tron, main character Kevin Flynn.
Oh Lord.
I watched Tron themed porn once.
Yeah, I bet you did.
That's incredible.
Lee
It
sad.
was really bad. Like it was like
Use your
just-
light cock.
no, it wasn't even like that. Like they weren't even. It was like they were just kind of in really shitty Tron outfits on a couch that was like a normal couch in a normal house, and they're like, "Let's fuck." And I was like, "This isn't like this is called Tron porn, but it's not."
Just because you're wearing the outfit doesn't really.
Yeah, just because I dress like a woman doesn't make me a woman.
I have some friends, and they're gonna listen to this, but I don't care. I just won't say their names. I have a friend I have some friends. They've been together for a while, and I just recently discovered that they're both really into porn.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
no,
I
like they
watch
have
porn.
like a section of their their portable hard drive dedicated to all this porn they've downloaded.
I have a porn folder.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
but there's a reason for that. I explained on another earlier episode.
And so we're sitting there watching Netflix or something, and they're talking about the show Charmed. Have you heard of the show Charmed?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
witches.
it's like Buffy with witches or something.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And one of them brings up, I wonder if there's a Charmed porn.
Yeah.
Immediately, laptop comes out. They're searching for a Charmed porn. They find it. They have it downloaded in like half an hour, and we're still just sitting there watching Netflix the whole time. And then they start commenting on the porn in the background. They're like, there isn't a black girl in Charmed.
Yeah.
It's a black girl doing in this porn. It's like, you're concerned about the
Well, I mean,
the
that's
validity
kind
of your porn.
representation.
I definitely think there should be more. They should stay truer to the film when they make porn. you know?
I think they should have stayed true
This
to the
whole
drawing.
fucking show that we do here is just, all right, let's make root movie references, and then we'll just chat about porn for like 20 minutes.
It always comes back to porn because
We're
everybody
giving the
watches
people-
it.
I
Even
found,
you, listener, you're listening right now and you're like, "Pff, I don't watch porn. Yes,
Liar.
you
Yes, you
fucking
do.
Get
Yes,
down
you
off your
do.
high horse.
It's like, I
Okay,
don't
wait,
watch.
wait.
I don't watch a lot of porn, but
I
I
was
do.
saying, like, our show always goes back to porn. Do you know there's I showed Kara this. There's this rule. It's called Godwin's Law, and it's this theory that every internet argument, if you let it go on long enough, will always 100% always go to Nazis.
No,
Yeah.
someone will always call the other person Hitler.
And
Yeah.
a Nazi reference will come up. Yeah. I
I
actually
believe
read
that.
an article
That's
about
100%
it. and
true.
They were showing like different places where you wouldn't expect arguments, and like every argument that broke out ended with someone being like, "You're like the Hitler for pooper scoopers," and it's like,
I got a question for you guys. Okay, you ever seen like Night at the Museum?
Yes.
I'm not going to
I've
talk
seen
about
the
the
sequel,
movie.
too.
I don't care. I don't care at all.
Night at the Museum too, Night at the Smithsonian.
Because
Anyway.
we need more Ben Smith and
Stiller.
Ben
Stiller.
Smith.
Ben Smith.
I think that's one of my friend's ex-boyfriends. What?
Get him off your brain, bro.
Man,
Anyway,
we were just talking about porn. Is there a connection?
here we go. Okay?
Yeah.
In that movie, Genghis Khan's a character.
Isn't
Now,
that
if you
the
know-
second one?
I don't know. I don't
It's in
care.
the first one too.
Stop! Would you guys stop? Okay? Genghis Khan is kind of like a joke of a character because, like, he's like does like funny antics. But when you find out anything about Genghis Khan,
He's like a
It's always
serial rapist.
We're
murderer,
all descended
Yeah.
from him because he had so much sex with everyone.
Well, so much
Yeah.
rape, not really
Yeah.
sex.
But like, there's literally a 5% chance that everyone's related.
0.5.
Whatever. That's
I
loud.
think your parents just killed a cat.
Holy shit. Anyway.
Nobody really cares.
When do you think that Hitler will become like that joke character? Because people still don't make jokes about Hitler. Do you know what I mean? Like he's not yet become.
Well, not mainstream jokes.
No,
about
no, but
Hitler.
like that's what I'm talking.
Definitely.
Like when do you think they're gonna make a kids movie with Happy Meal toys where Hitler is a character?
Never,
I think
because
I think you have to wait until it's long enough in the past to be considered like history.
well, no, because I think the difference between Hitler and Genghis Khan wasn't like let's kill all the Jews. He was like let's kill everybody that isn't me. Whereas Hitler was let's kill all the Jews and everybody who isn't blonde hair, blue eyes. Like he was.
I know,
Genghis
but
Khan
like
was
I
a
don't.
violent mass murderer, but it was non-discriminate mass murder. Whereas Hitler had
I
discriminating
guess, but
murder
it's like
tastes.
eventually I think Hitler would have killed everybody.
I think eventually, like I'm talking like a couple, because like how long ago was Genghis Khan alive?
Oh God.
Dude, you asked that? If someone was like, oh, he was alive 2,000 years ago, I'd be like, okay. If someone was like, he was alive 600 years ago, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah,
I have no perception
All
of
I
time.
know about Genghis Khan is that he murdered and had lots of rape.
And
It's
there
like-
was
I
a
think-
Happy Meal toy about him.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Is like in how many years from now are people going to have like Stalin Happy Meal toys?
I have one. There was a dark time for McDonald's.
Okay, well, Hitler Happy Meal toy. That's
that
what
was
I
part
want
of
to see.
that was part of the.
Press his back. He says something funny.
Heil!
Heil! Yeah. I just want to see like the jokey
I don't think it will happen.
Napoleon was, if you watch like
Exactly. Like Napoleon's made
Bill
fun
and
of all the
Ted.
time.
Bill and Ted, they make fun. They have a Napoleon character. He's like a joke. Like he's like a comic relief kind of thing.
Actually,
I think it has to be far enough in the past that nobody
Then
today
how
has been
many
directly
years
affected
until
by it.
can we do Hitler?
I'm
funny?
calling at least another 50.
Yeah, I'd say like
Fair.
it'd be a while, but
'Cause, like, there's still
I just
people-
realized something. My argument is a little invalid because in Night
You
of the Museum,
know nothing of Hitler.
yeah, no, in Night of the Museum 2, they had Custer from like the American, Custer's
Custer.
Last Stand. He was racist.
Do you know Custer?
Nope.
He was a general in
Yeah.
like the Civil War,
Fighting
I guess.
against
Fighting
the
against the
Native Americans.
like Native Americans, and he
And he
like
was-
literally performed like genocide.
Yeah,
that's fun.
And he
Yeah.
was his last stand is like the famous thing because he was at the Battle of Little Bighorn. He was like massacred. He was a comic relief character in Night of the Museum 2 who just wanted to be taken seriously.
See, that's not fair. Hitler deserves his.
Hitler deserves a
Hitler
comedic
deserves
role.
to be made fun of.
I
He
think
does though. Like that's what I think. It would definitely like
Take him down a notch.
Now, at the same time, on my wall, I have a poster of the character Hipster Hitler.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's the
Now
thing.
there's a web comic online if you haven't seen it, and it's basically Hitler, but he's like a hardcore hipster, you know, and he has
My
like
balls
clever
just vibrated
T-shirts,
and
and
it
he
scared
wears
the
like a
hell out of me.
cardigan.
See, I think it's like Hitler jokes are starting to become more prevalent,
Yeah.
but only in circles like
Us.
the
Us.
internet, like us, the
Yeah.
internet. People who have been on the internet so long, they're so
the dark
yeah.
folk who like see a picture of a like hand cut in half and you're like, good one, internet.
good
Yeah.
Saturday night. Yeah,
Good Saturday night, yeah.
I saw that. It was.
I find this hard to masturbate to.
like I
I
think
didn't.
I didn't either.
Besides,
Remember when this
Jurassic
used to be
Park and-
disturbing? No.
Besides Jurassic Park and Jason Statham films, those are my favorite things to masturbate to.
Yeah. You like the
oh,
violence.
Jason Statham. God, don't even get me started on him.
No, we're not getting started on that because
No,
this
because-
fool could talk for hours, and you're just encouraging.
Yeah, like
You're
like
feeding my
hipster
addiction.
Hitler. His shirt says "I heart juice" on it.
Yeah.
and like
It's ironic.
Hitler jokes are becoming
Yeah.
more socially acceptable, but with socially stunted people.
Yeah.
Because there's like the YouTube videos, like the Hitler freakout videos that were popular a while ago.
Oh yeah,
Those
and it
were
was like
good, yeah, from
Hitler
Downfall.
sees the ending of Watchmen. That
Yeah.
was the only one I saw. He's like freaking out. He's like, "Why wouldn't they make it the octopus monster?"
Yeah.
That's not a Hitler. I imagine Hitler actually sounded like
Yeah.
that, like French, sleazy French wizard.
Hitler
If you have
actually-
any fun Hitler facts, you can email us at fingerbangradio@gmail.com.
This is
Don't do it,
What
man. I'm gonna
No,
get.
this is
I'm
What
gonna get
counts
flagged.
as a fun Hitler fact?
Hitler
fun
had-
fact. Hitler had sex with his cousin. Do.
Fun fact: Hitler may have had a scat fetish.
Yeah, that's true. That's not even a lie.
No.
He
No, wait, it
hated
wasn't his cousin. it
And
was
he
his
hated
niece.
smoking, which I found was very strange.
Yeah.
He was very against smoking.
It seems like he'd be a smoker. I don't know why.
I feel like everyone back then was a smoker.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like chain smoking though.
Yeah.
like everyone, like even in their sleep, they're like.
To me, Hitler and Mad Men took place at the same time. I'm probably wrong, but I
Like
have
Mad
no
Men
idea.
is just what happened in the good parts of the Hitler era.
Yeah.
When Hitler wasn't like doing anything at the time.
Hitler was still just like painting stuff.
So, I read this theory that if there is a god, he's a fan of art because he didn't let Hitler into the Vienna Art Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
I
awful.
read it and I was like, that's really bad.
Man, I was thinking, it's like when people pray to God nowadays, they just like put their hands together and bow their head.
Mm-hmm.
But back in like
It's like a blowjob.
thousands of years ago, like you used to have to slit a goat's throat, like cover yourself in the blood,
Yeah.
paint the blood on your door so your
So your
firstborn
firstborn
didn't
wasn't
die,
killed,
Yeah.
and then
so the
eat the
spirits
goat.
wouldn't come.
I'm
yeah.
gonna teach my kid that. Like,
And-
if you
and
don't
then
wanna
eat the
die, you have
goat.
to kill
And
the blood.
I feel
Kill
like
blonde.
People aren't trying hard enough.
people just
anymore.
aren't trying hard enough. People complain about God not helping them. Sacrifice a goddamn goat for once in your life.
yeah.
God was actually doing miracles back
Yeah,
then.
God-
That's probably why nobody believes in God because we're
But
like.
it's the same theory as like people are like, why doesn't God do miracles anymore? Why aren't there any new ghosts? You don't see like a gangster ghost. I hate that. Any ghost you've ever seen is from the Civil War.
Oh, always from the Civil War,
Well,
man.
that's because they're like, I didn't get to say goodbye to my loved one. Then you go find her. She's
Well,
like
then
90.
before you go to war, say goodbye.
Well, no, they
You're
do.
going
but they're
to
like,
war, you're
they're
gonna
like,
say goodbye.
I'll be back for you, and then they don't come back.
They also had a British accent. in
Also,
all
they
the
wrote
time.
also they wrote a letter every day, but the post got
Backed up.
Backed up
so
for
they
like
thought
90 years.
So yeah, and then one day right before they die,
they get
the
every
post
letter.
yeah, it comes in a big package and it's like all the letters.
And she's like,
And he cries his last night before he gets shot by
all
the Germans.
Yeah.
Or the last one, he's like, I never told you this, but when I get back, I'm going to propose to you. I'll make you my wife. And then she cries and dies. We just wrote like the most depressing war movie of all time.
Man,
Oh my
it's
God.
so easy.
That's because depressing war movies are really easy.
What is that quote I heard where it was like,
Warhorse, it's okay that everybody died because a horse survived.
who made that movie?
Spoilers!
Okay, we're not
Spielberg.
doing it. We're not doing it. We're
Spielberg
done.
made it.
I don't care. I want
I
to
didn't
talk
see
about.
it. I read it on the internet.
Oh, when? Okay, another thing about Hitler. When can we start using his mustache again?
Michael Jordan's bringing it back. You
Really?
haven't seen that? You haven't seen the
I'm
Mark's
looking that
Work
up
Warehouse
right now.
commercial? He's rocking a little Hitler stash, but he's also got like the reverse Hitler stash.
Do you know what the reverse is, though?
No.
That's the part where it says, "Okay, I'm kind of an ass for doing this, but come on, not really."
No, but he's got both going on. He's got the little Hitler trap on both sides of his lips in the Mark's Work Warehouse
Last
commercial.
time I heard about it, I'm not gonna go there. I remember. Okay,
The
I made
Hitler
this
trap.
joke. This is a bad joke, but I'm gonna
Wait.
say it anyway. I'm gonna say this joke anyway, guys. I don't
Go
care.
for it.
I don't care. I was talking to a friend. My friend of mine's sister's friend is Jewish, and she said that she went to a summer camp, and I wasn't thinking, but I said like, man, last time there was a Jewish camp, I was like, it didn't turn out too well. You probably shouldn't go. And I felt bad all day. Anyway, this is on the internet now, so
Donald Glover has a bit on that, actually.
Oh, really?
He's like, all the Jewish kids I knew growing up all went to summer camp, which is weird, because you don't think they like camp very much.
yeah. Well, what's got?
Oh, man.
What? Is it bad? I'm currently looking at a picture of Michael Jordan with a Hitler mustache. Yeah, it's pretty good, eh?
It is a legitimate Hitler stash.
It's like there's nothing else that could...
Or
I guess it could be a Charlie Chaplin. But
You
But-
give
well,
Charlie
really got that taken
Chaplin,
away
you take
from
away
him.
Charlie Chaplin's hat.
he's Hitler.
He's Hitler.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, Charlie Chaplin started taking over the United States until the un-Nazified the world.
Yeah. With
History
their
tidbit for you.
yeah. True facts.
if I
Hashtag true facts, bro.
Hashtag
There's a
true
hashtag
facts.
at the end of that, but I feel like you're not supposed to read that. One thing that pisses me off about some people on Twitter is they put the hashtag in like it's part of the sentence. Have you ever seen that? They'll be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I hashtag just got back from mall. And then they keep going, and it's like, that's fuck you.
I want to know
That is
how
what
many
it is.
people. I hate when people make up hashtags that are the full sentence. You ever seen that? So it'll be like hashtag going to IKEA to buy a dresser with my mom, and it's like how. It's
That's
like,
totally going to trend,
I
man.
hope that trends, bro.
One
Just
person
learned that word.
that I went to high school with hashtags her name at the end of every single tweet.
So he hopes her name...
Well, I mean, how
know.
crazy are we? We're writing dirty twats at the end of everything.
Yeah, but that could hashtag because there's 6 billion people in the world, and how many of them are like,
Well, it was
dirty
7
twats
billion
are
now.
funny.
I don't know.
I don't know how many people. Like again, like
Mr.
it's that.
population over here.
Yeah.
Well, the population of the world is approximately...
Hey, get out of here, you nerd! I want these things emailed to me immediately.
If you do
Fingerbang
get
Radio.
if you do get emails from this episode, they're just gonna be the weirdest emails.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get Hitler
It's
fun
not
Hitler
gonna top
facts,
this.
and that's it.
population
Gay,
of the world.
gay GromCom titles, which I still
People
want.
probably emailing us like, "Fuck you, gays. You're treating gays in a like." Fuck.
Bad
No,
manner.
there's always someone who's.
But
gonna
that's
get
the
pissed
point.
off
It's
about
like
what
we're
we do.
not. The whole joke is that we're doing exactly what straight people would do, only we just claim we're gay.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
gotta say, haters gonna hate.
That's the worst. When people are like, haters gonna hate. And I'm like, it's not that you have haters. Famous people have haters. People just don't like
People
you.
just don't
Yeah,
like you.
There's
yeah.
a difference.
I don't like to think of them as haters. I like to think of them as alternative lovers. They're just
I don't know
I just
what
think
you're
of them
talking about.
as ex-girlfriends.
Oh man. If I start counting my
There's a
ex-girlfriend.
stab at my ex-girlfriend for you, world.
Whoa.
Are you happy
Whoa.
Whoa, Brandon. Whoa.
now?
Slow it
Steven
down.
did like a violent stabbing motion.
Take your pills. Take your pills.
That stab at your girlfriend's gonna get fatal, man. Be careful.
Yeah.
You get fatal,
This
yeah.
stabbing's getting fatal. You hear me?
That war got violent. It did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeez, that
man,
war?
We should have kept it civil.
Sir, I'm going to shoot you now.
Sir, I would
If you must.
I would
Excuse me, sir, do
appreciate
you
it if we
mind I
could
shoot you?
Oh, they're
alternate
British.
taking shots at each other until one of us dies. Well, I suppose so, since you asked so politely.
I don't understand war. Like before World War One, it was literally like two
stood in
sides
lines.
stood in lines
Yeah.
facing each other and just walked forward and shot. And then
Who
it's
would've
like,
thought, like-
all right, stop. We got to reload for 5 minutes.
Why
You
wouldn't they
both
think
just
like
shoot at the same time? Then
like if I just run sideways, like they would have won?
Yeah, like there was an battalion.
fire, you duck a little bit. Like, I
Yeah,
feel
don't just
that
stand
would be-
there.
Yeah.
There was one battalion. I can't remember. This is probably the Civil War, and they were just like, "Hey, what if we like hide in
Oh,
the
well,
bushes
I don't think it was a civil war. 'cause
and then
that's
just
rude.
shoot them?"
Yeah, that's
what
rude.
if we did that?
That's not a civil war.
That's
that
not
was
Civil
rude.
War.
And I can imagine just some guy being like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! We gotta stand in the line. That's how things are done."
Guys, civil war.
I don't care. I don't care if you're gonna stand in the line, guys. But you know what? I got some class, so I'm gonna stand in the friggin' line.
You're like, all right, they'll all shoot that guy while we're in the bushes.
Well, no, because then you'd have to be like, guys, my friends are trying to break the rules. They're in the bush. Can we just like do this another day?
Oh, come on, Steve. Come on.
Steve. Oh my God, Steve. We're all gonna hide in the bush. Okay.
Just be cool.
It's
for
not
once in your
peer
life.
pressure. It's just your turn. That's what I'm gonna tell my kid. If like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in his room. I don't care if he does drugs or not. One day, I'm going to walk in his room with a joint, hand it to him, be like, "It's not peer pressure. It's just your turn," and
yeah.
see if he does it.
It's not a peer pressure. I ain't your peer, and I do the drugs.
I'm better than you.
Or if like I find out my kid does a lot of drugs, I'm gonna be like, fine. You know what? You're going in the closet and you're gonna smoke all those drugs. Then we're gonna see how you like it.
No, I hope
And
to
then
catch.
he's gonna come out and I'm gonna have like a big meal cooked.
Yeah.
I hope to catch my kid smoking weed, so I can yell at him and scare the shit out of him,
Just do
and
it.
then find like the locked box I've been keeping in the back of my closet and pull it out and
Yeah.
unlock it and be like, it's
You should have asked me.
I have
pull out
I
this
have
nice bomb.
hand fruit sized crack rocks.
I've moved on.
You think that's a drug?
Guys, I really think we learned a lot today during the show. The Civil War was civil.
Oh, is it done?
Hitler will be funny again
Are we
soon.
done the show?
Yeah,
'Cause
we're at.
I feel like it's light.
I gotta get out of here soon.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend.
Oh man,
You're betraying me.
I'm sorry.
He
Which way are
has-
you going to get home?
I'll go to. What time is it?
It's 9.
9?
You're going the same way as me.
Yeah, and if I get to the school before 10:44, I can just catch the bus from Carlton.
Right on. Well, yeah, guys, we learned a lot during today's episode.
Definitely.
And I really appreciate Ian. Thanks for coming.
Not a problem.
It was a lot of fun. Brandon, I hope you like your mic stand. Thanks for the recorder, by the way. I'll be sure to get a lot of use out of it.
I was hoping you'd be more excited. I was a little let down.
Jeez, Brandon got me a goddamn recorder, okay? I don't know what you want from me.
Listener, Haley.
We have one listener.
Yeah, we have one.
Oh, okay.
childhood
Shout
friend.
out to our one listener. Hey,
Oh.
You can. I would appreciate it if you would join my turtle gang. Anybody who's listening.
hang on. Now, is it a gang or is it a group?
Well, it's
It's like a
gangs.
clan?
It's like it's like
Is it clan with a K?
No.
Okay,
no,
that's safe
no.
then.
It's like the clan, but like it's turtles, and I'm not
I
really
thought-
sure. Like,
Do you all wear shells instead of?
well, they
hoods?
all have shells.
See, I think
I
the Ku
bought,
Klux
like,
Klan is stupid because they can't even spell clan correctly, so I trust them.
I bought a backpack that's like a shell, like
Just to trick them,
Yeah. Oh, I really wanted to be part of
accept
this.
them into your ranks.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of both. like-
You're a weirdo.
Yeah. Well, I was alone. Okay.
Anyway, I want to thank everyone for listening. If you want to get in contact with us, the Fingerbang Radio Show on Facebook, and send us an email with all your fun Hitler facts and everything and as such.
And
to
We probably won't mention it on air.
I will for sure.
Well, if they're fun Hitler facts.
gmail.com. I am trying to get a webcam, the one I have in mind. I already have picked out. So once we get some cash around here at the Fingerbang Radio Show, it will be set up so you can get you on Ustream.
When we do it
At least
live,
once a
though,
week.
we're switching our days.
Yeah, well, right now it doesn't matter. I mean, right
Yeah.
now it's just uploaded on Saturdays, so I mean, it doesn't really matter what time. I just like to have a right schedule for it. But you will be able to actually watch us live and see Brandon looking like Castro in the studio.
Doing my stabbing
Yeah,
motions
talking into
when
a
I-
tripod.
when I pretend to make
air
jokes.
stabbing his
And
ex-girlfriend.
as of this week, from now on, if you're a guest on the show, you have to bring wine. Not you, but I'm saying
Well,
guests.
I'm not a
guests.
guest. I'm a host.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Sorry, bro.
We appreciate Jackson Triggs.
Jackson Triggs,
Red
it's
wine.
$8.
If you bring
It's a
white
nice
wine,
Shiraz.
I will hurt you.
I'm gonna bring white wine every time.
Oh, you
I'll
bastard.
break the bottle. Like
I'll
you'll
be
give
the
it to
only
me.
one to drink it. It'll be Mitchell and Brandon talking with me coming in. Well, you know what I think about that.
I'll drink a bottle of NyQuil then.
Yeah. In a wine glass.
Yeah.
With ice.
Oh, that'll be gross. NyQuil's thick.
NyQuil on the rocks for when you're feeling sick but sociable.
Sick but sociable. And with that, I think we're going to end the show. Thanks, everybody, for listening to the Fingerbang Radio Show. Thank you. Say goodbye, guys. I like when everyone says goodbye at the same time.
Oh,
should we harmonize?
Oh, yeah, we have to
Hang on.
harmonize. Isn't that
You
what
start,
we
I go
harmonized last
second.
time?
I'll go first because I can get the bass going.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Wait,
goodbye.
what
Are
did
we
we say
saying
last
goodbye?
time? Was it goodbye?
Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
No, we did it wrong. It
Okay.
goes him,
One,
then I
two,
start,
three.
and then you wait and start.
Do I go
Because
high?
You go. He goes deepest,
Low, and
I
medium,
go
middle,
medium,
high.
and you go high.
Perfect.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.